My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up and coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagrow 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Young Real Estate, we're Southeast Missouri, just like you.
We are parents.
We are teachers.
We are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots.
Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
Growing cotton in the Mid-South is hard work. As a farmer, you make tough decisions every day. Choosing a cotton variety shouldn't be one of them. Next-gen brand varieties from Americot are bred specifically for cotton growers like you. We're 100% independent and farmer-owned. Plant cotton that works as hard as you do. Americot. All we do is cotton, all the time.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up and coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagrow 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Young Real Estate, we're Southeast Missouri, just like you.
We are parents.
We are teachers.
We are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots.
Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
Growing cotton in the Mid-South is hard work. As a farmer, you make tough decisions every day. Choosing a cotton variety shouldn't be one of them. Next-gen brand varieties from Americot are bred specifically for cotton growers like you. We're 100% independent and farmer-owned. Plant cotton that works as hard as you do. Americot. All we do is cotton, all the time.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come. NextEra.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Week 8 of high school football here on the Aycorp Sports Network. Tonight, we are in New Madrid County at New Madrid County Central as the Eagles host the Sikeston Bulldogs tonight. Our game sponsored tonight by the Autry-Moreland Automotive Group. Alongside my broadcast partner, Corey Sisk, I'm Jim Riker, and ready to bring you all the action. Evening, Corey.
Good evening, Jim. This is a very exciting night. It's our first time working together. We get to broadcast a matchup featuring the undefeated New Madrid County Central Eagles as they welcome the Sikeston Bulldogs, who have struggled this year. But they are still the Sikeston Bulldogs, and I guarantee they have been preparing for this game all season.
So let's talk about these two teams a little bit. As you mentioned, they've gone opposite directions this season. Let's talk about New Madrid first, 7-0, currently number 2 seed in the Class 2 District 1 behind Valley Catholic out of St. Jen. So 7-0, and they're really led by a couple of kids, B.J. Williamson and Jadis Jones.
Yeah, Jadis, verbal commit to Coastal Carolina. B.J. Williamson, I'm not sure if he's going to play football or basketball, or even if he's even interested in looking at any colleges or have signed in any colleges yet. B.J. Williamson, top quarterback, probably one of the premier quarterbacks in the area. He's coming into the game with 37 passing attempts, 37 completions on 67 passing attempts, with 1,004 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. As we mentioned, Jadis Jones, he's the best receiver in the area. He's got 37 receptions, 850 yards, 18 touchdowns, and he is averaging 23 yards per catch.
So how do you go about, if you're Sikeston, I know every team has had this problem, how do you go about stopping that duo? Williamson also has 850 yards carrying the football, so how do you stop that duo of Williamson carrying it or him throwing it to Jones? Jones is 6'6", and from doing basketball, the best athlete I've seen in Southeast Missouri probably, so how do you stop that?
You know, I would say the double team here, but, you know, his size, his height, and just his talent and his speed, I don't know if a double team would actually stop him. This kid, Sikeston's going to have a tough time shutting him down. I mean, this kid is definitely the best athlete on this side of the state and probably in this area ever. So he's definitely good, and Sikeston's going to have a tough time stopping him. I don't know the answer to that, Jim, but hopefully Coach Pulley over there does have an answer for it.
So we do talk about the Sikeston Bulldogs. They come in 0-7, currently seated 6th in Class 4 District 1. New Madrid County's won the last 4 matchups here, and Sikeston's really struggled offensively to put any points on the board this season.
Yeah, Sikeston's coming in. They've only scored 50 points all season. They've been outscored by their opponents. Like I said, they've scored 50. Their opponents scoring 284. They're only averaging 7 points per game. They're allowing 40.5 points per game. As where New Madrid's coming in, they've scored 330 points as to their opponents' 115. They're averaging 47 points per game. They're allowing 16 points per game. You know, and I mentioned Sikeston has scored 50 points all season. There's been 3 games where New Madrid's put over 50 on their opponents.
Right. So it's going to be a real trick. So let's talk about the psyche of these two teams a little bit, of where they're at right now. You've got, if you're New Madrid in that locker room, what are you saying to a team that 7-0 has really pretty much dominated all their games except maybe 2, and coming in against an 0-7 team? How do you keep them focused tonight?
I'm telling them it's 0-0. They're 0-0. Every game starts a new season. You get past Sikeston, you're probably going to have your toughest challenge of the season with the Porterville Bulldogs next week here at home. But we can't focus on that. You've got to focus on Sikeston, put all the other games in the past. I don't care if you're 7-0, you're 0-0, and we've got to win this one.
So you go to the other side, and Coach Pulley, 0-7, had a tough year. Know they're playing probably the best opponent they've seen all season. Well, how do you try to get them psyched up for this late in the season? You know,
obviously, I'm going to try to keep morale up. Just let them know, you know, look, New Madrid's tough, but we can beat them. You've got to keep your boys going into the mindset that every game they can win, and that they're going to win this game, they're going to come out of it winning this game. Whether that rings true at the end of the game or not, you've got to keep your boys focused and keeping them believing.
If you're a coach and you're looking at, you know, both of this game, and so you've got tonight, of course, with New Madrid County, you've got Portageville next week, and then you start getting into district. Are there certain things you would want to hone in on, working on tonight to start just figuring out for those next couple weeks?
Yeah, playing time is going to be a big factor for me. I'm going to utilize my number one guys first, and then I'm going to pull them as quickly as I can. Start getting some of these younger guys and players, saving them guys for your bigger game like Portageville, for your districts coming up. And Sikeston, I'm going to do the same thing. I know they're 0-7. If they pull off a big lead here, then I would be pulling some of my younger guys to set them just to kind of save them, because districts always starts a new season.
Right. And New Madrid County is in a very difficult, honest-to-goodness district. They've got Valley Catholic, which is always a good football team that is the number one in their district right now. Then they've got Kelly, who's 6-1, Scott City, who's 6-2, a good Crowsville team at 4-3, East Prairie, who's a good football team at 3-4, and then Malden. There's a lot of teams, and you've got to be ready every game in that district if you're in that Class 2 District 1.
Anytime you look through a district bracket or a state bracket and you see Valley Catholic as your opponent, you're in a tough district. And you mentioned East Prairie, Scott City, Crowsville. They're very good teams. East Prairie's made drastic improvements this year and actually gave New Madrid a scare in week 2.
Right.
So New Madrid's in a district where it's really anybody can take that district home.
Then the other side of it, Sikeston is actually the number 6 seed out of 7 in their district. Hillsboro is the king of that district, 7-0. One of the better teams, I think, in the state of Missouri, and I would be surprised if they didn't probably come out of there. But this Class 2 District 1, every game in that from the first round on is going to be a lot of fun. I think if somehow Valley Catholic would lose another game, Central could move up to the number 1 seed. I don't know if it'll make a big difference or not to them, other than getting a home game, making Valley drive down here instead of maybe drive up there at some point.
Yeah, the home field advantage is going to be a big factor in that District 1 for Class 2.
Other big games tonight around the area, maybe to some of the fans. The big game, Dexter playing at Park Hill Central. That one will probably determine who the number 1 seed in that district is and who will get the home games there. Also, East Prairie and Crowsville playing tonight, which should be a good ball game. Kelly is at Portageville. It'll be interesting to see how Kelly fares against the Portageville Bulldogs. Malden and Hayti. I think that's a good matchup for both of them. Neither team has won a game this year. Somebody's going to get their first win tonight, so that'll be a hard-fought game, I would think.
Yeah, Hayti's getting that new turf field down there. Is that played at Hayti, or is that going to be played in
That is at Hayti, I believe.
Is that Hayti?
Yes.
So I'm sure it's going to be, they're trying to get their first win on their new turf football field. But, Hayti is another team that's for the last.
Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
Back at New Madrid County High School, Sikeston won the toss, elected to defer. So New Madrid County has decided to receive here. They have Charlie Rosano, and I believe that's Jaquan Jones deep for them. And they will be back to receive the kick. The wind is blowing strong from, as you're watching at home, from the New Madrid County sideline in their green to the Sikeston sideline. It's blowing that away, so that may come into play tonight. Ortista is the kicker, freshman for the Bulldogs, set to kick off here as we get started on week 8 of the high school football season. Here we go. Short kick, picked up, just falling on top of there at the 40-yard line for New Madrid County. That was, I believe, A.J. Ruff who took that in, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the New Madrid County Eagles here from their own 41-yard line. They will start with B.J. Williamson at the quarterback spot. They'll have Caden Minner, who's back from some injuries, with him back in the backfield. He adds a whole other dimension to his team as well, Corey.
Yeah, Caden coming back is one of the premier running backs in Southeast Missouri for sure. I'm glad to see that kid back.
Outside, turns it back up field. That's maybe Ty Williams with the carry there. Picks up about 5 or 4 on the play, so it'll bring up second down and about 6.
Second down 5 from the 46.
New Madrid County.
Jim, I believe that's going to be number 1, Ty
Williams in the backfield. Yeah, I think that's right.
Caden is down on the sideline, dressed out, but he is down there.
Sweep to the outside, nice cutback, and then brought down right at the 50. That's Jaquan Jones with the carry. Brought down by Colt Parker on the tackle. Just short of the first down to bring up third and about 1. New Madrid County quickly comes to the line of scrimmage. Williamson in the backfield, no carries for him yet. We're only on the third play of the game. And we'll have a jump, and we'll see where that goes here, what the call is.
Sikeston's pointing at New Madrid, New Madrid's pointing at Sikeston.
Yeah. And the referee will tell us what really happened. That's going to go, I believe, against Sikeston, but we'll see. It is offsides on the Bulldogs, so an automatic first down. Do you have the referees for tonight? I sort of caught you off guard there. I apologize for that.
No, you're fine. I have to pull it back up here. The white hat's going to be Todd Turlington.
First and 10 Eagles.
We got white hat Todd Turlington, Rick Weiser, Justin Laurentius, Kenny Pinkerton, and Matt Monroe.
That is a very experienced crew right there.
They are a premier crew in Southeast Missouri when you think of officiating.
Yeah, Turlington's reffed forever. Weiser, of course, played ball up at SEMO and has done it for a long time, so a very veteran crew.
Matt Monroe was a white hat previously before coming over to Turlington's crew, so he's got some experience. This is a very good officiating crew. They've had a couple state championships under their belt.
Snap to Williamson. He takes it off the right side, quickly up the middle, shows his speed, cuts it back inside. He could go all the way. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5.
They're going to
knocked out of bounds at the 1 yard line, just short of the goal line. First and goal for the Eagles.
So BJ kept that ball himself, cut it up the middle, broke a couple good tackles, cut back to the outside, and I wasn't sure who it was that knocked him out of bounds there at about the 1 yard line, but that's going to be about a 33-yard carry for BJ Williamson.
Williamson's just he's another one. He's such a good athlete. He's so fast and he's so strong. Just combined, it's a tough task to keep him under control. Rossano checks in the ball game in the backfield along with Williamson. 2 wideouts split to the right, 2 tight ends. To Williamson, he goes up the left side, and he is in for 6. So the Eagles drive at 60 yards, first series in 1 minute and 18 seconds, and it's 6-0 New Madrid County. I'm interested to see here, one of the things we talked about when we saw them in week 3 was the sort of the lack of a kicking game for New Madrid County, and you think at some point, once you get into the district or the state playoffs, that may come and bite you a little bit.
Yeah, and as you say that, they're lining up to kick.
Right.
But, New Madrid last year had a really good kicker. I believe he was a Ford Exchange student.
Yes.
He had a really good foot on him. And that guy.
Yeah, it wasn't Gabriel Tomatis, the name of the kicker, and really nice there, cleared it easily. So we've got a 7-0 Eagle lead here right off the bat. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here on the Aycorp Sports Network.
Does your business need, literally anything? When we founded CNS Cleaning Supply, our goal was simple. Become a one-stop shop for anything and everything your operation might want. From car care to condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between. Which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, well, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
Back at New Madrid County High School. New Madrid County with a quick drive, 60-yard drive down the field, finished off by B.J. Williamson. They lead 7-0. Tomatis set to kick off, puts the foot into it. It goes deep and will go to, I believe that's number 11, which is Aaron Williams. To the left side, outside, has some room to run up the left sideline, and then brought down with a big hit on the left sideline.
Second number, is that A.J. Ruff?
I believe that
laid that lick.
Have been rough on that sideline. He's a good hitter, that's for sure. So Sikeston will take over 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line, trailing 7-0.
It's going to be Sikeston football
And we'll see who comes out. I believe probably, well, Gadberry is quarterback. I believe he's going to be the quarterback to start tonight. He is Luke Cadbury, a junior, also a linebacker for the Bulldogs. They're in a wing T set. Man in motion, handed off to the man in motion, comes to the outside. Cut up field, nice cut, and then picks up about 7 yards, and that goes to Kenneth Holcomb, a freshman running back. So Coach Pulley's playing some younger kids here off the bat, a pickup of about 7 or so, or 8 on the play for the Bulldogs.
I didn't see who got in on that tackle, but they read that whoever this defender is, he looks like number 2, looks like Jaquan Jones. He read that. Looks like he got held a little bit, managed to fight it off, got in there, and got that tackle.
Gadberry keeps it, looks to pass, throws it outside, and overthrows his intended receiver. And a bring up 3rd down and 2. And probably a good time to make that pass. 3rd and 2, 3rd and a long 1. So now still gives him an opportunity to pick up that 1st down.
And, you know, if it looks like he overthrew him just a little bit there, but, you know, it's still not hurt. You're still looking at you cut off another run like you just did that drive before last, or play before last. You'll have a 1st down here.
Jordan flanks out to the left for the Bulldogs. Gadberry in the pistol, hands it off up, and a 1st down, big 1st down run plus some. Trez Clark with the run that time for the Bulldogs, big 1st down. And I would think if I'm Sikeston, the longer I can keep New Madrid County's offense off the field, the better I'm going to like it probably.
That's right. Just, you know, you get 3 yards a carry. If you're getting 3 yards a carry, all you need is 3, and you get a 1st down.
Right.
And Jason Jones was the linebacker there for New Madrid with that one. And Jason's he's a pretty good-sized guy. Go ahead, Jim.
I would say Gadberry sort of fumbles the snap there, but does manage to give it off to Trez Clark again. He'll only pick up about 2 this time. So 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. Sikeston quickly, once again, to the line of scrimmage. Both these teams going without huddles here pretty much. So we've got Gadberry in the backfield, Trez Clark back there with him, number 24 as well, Kenneth Holcomb on the 2 wings. Holcomb in motion, cuts it back up the field nicely. It's knocked down to about the 50-yard line, just across the 50. Connor Henderson on the tackle and brings up a 3rd and 5 or so for the Bulldogs. And a big play, I think, early on here. Sikeston really needs to get some momentum and try to get the ball down the field and score.
That's right. They're in Eagle territory. Get a couple more yards, get even better field position, and they score. And I think that would be something none of us are expecting this soon.
Gadberry's got a receiver overthrown and just incomplete, almost intercepted by
Ty Williams.
Ty Williams, exactly right, which will bring up 4th down and about 4 or 5 to go. We'll see what Coach Pulley wants to do here. I think Gadberry, when Dexter played Sikeston, Gadberry was not the quarterback, so he jumped in sometime later in the season here. They're going to go for it or try to draw New Madrid County offsides here on 4th down.
You know, we start talking about defensive. You know, we've talked about how New Madrid New Madrid County Central is loaded on offense. They're also loaded on defense. I mean, you got A.J. Ruff, 3 interceptions. You got Samir Smith, 1. Eric Tillman with 2 interceptions. Ty Williams. Just about everybody in their backfield or linebackers, or correction, DBs or linebackers has interceptions this season.
Yeah,
tackles is coming in. Sacks is coming in. I mean, they're leaders on all boards.
Right. Well, they've got this senior class in particular for New Madrid County is very, very talented athletically. You know, we've watched them in basketball, we've watched them in football. Now they've got a lot. So it's going to be a 4th down and 5, and now we'll see if Sikeston changes their mind and goes to punt here on the 4th and 5. And I believe Gadberry's still in the ball game, so we'll see. Nobody deep for New Madrid County. Oh, nice head fake, and then outside to Holcomb, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and more and be run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. He'll be run out of bounds by Rel Newsom. And but a nice misdirection there. They faked to Clark, handed it off to Holcomb, big 1st down. That freshman's picking up some nice yardage for the Bulldogs.
That was an excellent play fake, because I'm going to tell you up here from the booth where I'm at, I didn't see him hand it off to – I went straight for the fake. I thought it was going to the opposite side of the field.
Clark takes it, tries to cut it up, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be, I believe, Zay Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry, Marvion Cranford with the tackle there. And it's going to be a loss and a bring up second and about 11.
Ball on 38.
So second down, and 12. First sort of negative play for the Bulldogs on their offensive series. They've held the ball now for about going on 4 minutes here.
They're definitely trying to use the clock and to their advantage.
Off to Holcomb. He's back up the middle, and this time he's wrapped up. And they're finding it hard to go up the middle. They've run pretty well off tackle, Corey, so far, but when they try to get up the gut there, not so much.
They're met with some of those big guys, big defensive linemen up the middle. If I'm Coach Pulley, I'm not going to really switch anything up. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because it's working up to this point.
Right. 3rd and 12 now for the Bulldogs. They trail 7-0. We're in the first. Gadberry still at the quarterback spot. Fake, and then the pass caught, complete, across the middle, knocked down. Williamson in on part of the tackle. That pass went to Daryl Jordan with the completion. It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 4, we'll call it, from the 30-yard line.
And Sikeston, that was our first pass of the night, I believe.
First completion.
First completion.
Right.
Second pass, first completion of the night.
And you don't see high school kid we don't see a lot of slants run. That was a nice slant across the middle, and just what you're supposed to do, pick up about 7 yards. Here's Holcomb outside, nothing doing this time. He is brought down by big Tavon Lyles, and it'll be a turnover on downs, and New Madrid County will come away with it.
You're really not hurting that. If you're Sikeston, you're really not hurting that situation. You're not leaving New Madrid with good field position. However, you're giving New Madrid County Central's offense the football back.
Right, exactly. If you punt, even if it goes in the end zone, you only pick up about 12 yards there. So it probably wasn't a big deal. But you're right. You give this explosive offense, who's averaging 40-plus points a game, the football. Williamson in the backfield at quarterback. And we'll have no flag as no contact was made. Williamson looks to the bench for a play. 14 still on the play clock. 2 wide receivers right, 2 left. Snap, hands off right up the middle. That is Ty Williams. And he's going to pick up about 1 or 2 on the play. And we're going to have a flag, and that's going to be a penalty. Then we're going to have another penalty. We've got some frustration going right off the bat here. Referee step in nicely and stop that quickly. Flags have been thrown.
Yeah, I think we might have had a couple of punches thrown. I couldn't see if it was from Sikeston, New Madrid, or both. Just some emotions are going out there.
I believe the initial hit was the penalty will go against Sikeston, I believe, as a personal foul. Early on, we'll see the official call. Yeah, personal foul on Sikeston. I think that the initial hit was there. And, you never see what happened before that hit, a lot of times. But either way, you got to keep your cool, and that's a first down for the Eagles. And they don't need any help gaining yardage.
They don't need to give the Eagles any help. I don't want to say that was kind of a dumb mistake, but it definitely wasn't the smartest decision a player could make by letting their emotions get that big.
That's it. You got to stay in control. In motion, then they hand it off to Williams. He tries to cut it back, does cut it back a little bit. Will pick up about 4 on the play. Led there by Jadis Jones on the block. Williams will pick up about 4 and will bring up second down and about 6. I believe that was
looks like 54.
That is right. Carter Goodman. Both these teams have enough players. Our rosters are on 2 separate pages, which makes it difficult.
There's definitely they have a overabundance of players that come out, and when Donovan just canceled their football season because of lack of players, and New Madrid or Sikeston is not short in that area at all.
They are not. You're right. 2nd and 5. Williamson in the backfield. Nobody behind him. 4 wide receivers to the right, 1 left. They screen it out to Jadis Jones. He's got a first down, plus just runs over a man and picks up about 10 yards. He's brought down there by Trey Gorman, but it'll be a big first down. And 2nd down and 5, and you pass it to Jadis Jones like that, it's going to be a first down almost every time.
Jadis had a good catch, good run, but also I want to point something out with Trey Gorman. Jadis put his shoulders down, kind of ran over him, but Trey held on to him and ended up bringing him down and making the tackle, so he didn't give up on him. I mean, he stayed with him.
You're exactly right. Great effort by Gorman there. You're exactly right. So 1st and 10, New Madrid at the Sikeston 35-yard line. Snap goes Williamson. He takes it to the left side here, looking for blockers. Nothing there. Keeps his feet, though. Turns it back up and will pick up about 5 yards there with really, really good balance. Runs out of bounds at about the 30.
Yeah, he kept his feet. It looked like maybe there for a second I thought he was going to go down in the backfield, but he kept his balance, ended up running out of bounds.
2nd down, 5.
Jaquan Jones and Jadis Jones split to the right side. They hand it off to Williams. He cuts it back up on the right side behind that offensive line and carries it down for a 1st down inside to about the 21-yard line of the Bulldogs. Carter Goodman's name's called again as a tackle.
1st and 10 Eagles.
Carter Goodman's been one of those players that he's been on the defense. He's been just about on all plays tonight. Whether we called his name or not, he's been in there.
Got a flag, offsides on the Bulldogs. Jumped again. B.J. Williamson doing a nice job of that hard counted, apparently, because that's twice he's drawn him offsides now. So 20 yards worth of penalties in this drive for against Sikeston, and it'll bring up 1st down and 5. Williamson and the Eagles look to the bench for the play call. Williams in the backfield. We got Ruff split left side. And I believe that may be, well, I'm not sure who that is left side. Over on this side, it's Jones to the right side. They look downfield. He looks for Jadis Jones. He throws it. It's overthrown out of the end zone and incomplete.
The young man at the bottom of your screen, number 18, that's going to be
18,
Eric
okay.
Tillman.
All right. So a little overthrown there, brings up 2nd and 5. Just overthrown. 4:25 to go here in the first. New Madrid County leads 7-0. Williamson in the shotgun. Empty backfield behind him. 3 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Williamson looks, and that's a quarterback draw. He takes it up the middle. He's going to be, helmet comes off. He's going to go on the left side, and he's going to run out of bounds at about the 6-yard line.
Flag on the field.
You would have to assume that might be a face mask in that situation.
I think it's going to be a face mask. I don't understand why else his helmet would come off.
Right.
And we've got a flag down.
So we'll see what the call is going to be here.
It looks like the official's indicating a face mask.
Yeah. You would have to think in that situation probably. Personal foul, face mask on the Bulldogs. So that'll take that from the 6th down to the 3, I believe. Right, Corey? Half the distance?
Half the distance of the goal.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 3. Williamson with a good run there.
The distance to the goal. Moves the ball to the 3. 1st and goal.
I was impressed with him losing his helmet and
still going.
I
know. I might have gone down right there. I'm with you.
He was determined to get in that end zone with or without his helmet.
Williamson looks to the bench. He's got Ty Williams with him. Now they tighten up. Williams in the backfield. They put Ruff in motion. Ruff carries it. He kicks it up left side, and he is just short of the goal line. Going to bring up 2nd and goal from about the 1-yard line. Just short.
I like the play call. Give Ruff a chance up the middle. He just came up a little bit short. If I would have had to guess on that player, if I was a betting man, I would have lost my money because I would have said they would have did a little tight end dump to Jadis and let the big man go up and get it.
Yeah. Full house backfield here now and they give it straight off to Williams. He goes up and he is in for the touchdown. Follow the 2 fullbacks and the big offensive line, and he gets in the end zone, and that makes it 13-0 here with 3:36 to go in the first.
With Gabriel
Tomatis, I believe.
Tomatis coming in to kick.
Yeah.
Kick the extra point.
Gabriel Tomatis to kick from the hold is Caleb Moore.
Caleb Moore, the holder. Snap is a little high. Kick is it's down though, and then it gets
blocked.
Yeah, that threw the timing off just a little bit.
Number 21 for the Sikeston Bulldogs with that block
was Rashid Epkerherter, I believe, there with the block. So it's 13 for New Madrid, 0 for Sikeston. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back. You're watching high school football on the Aycorp Sports Network.
Julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 woo!
If Moreland's not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
We're back, 13-0 New Madrid County. Tomatis puts his foot into it. It's going to be a little shorter this time. Taken by one of the up men from Sikeston. Goes up to about the 35 and is brought down at the 36-yard line. That was Trez Clark with the return, and Sikeston will take over 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. A couple other scores from around the area. Portageville leads Kelly 14-0 in the first quarter. Park Hill Central 6-0 over Dexter in the first. Jackson leads Holt 7-6. Festus leads Farmington 7-0. St. John 14-0 over an undefeated Jefferson team. And Scott City last night beat Charleston 55-20. In the backfield, ball's loose on the ground, and we'll see who Sikeston did fall on top of it. Gadberry fell on the fumble, and it'll belong still to Sikeston, but a big, big loss on the play. That's going to be a loss of about 10, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 20. And Sikeston can afford that, Corey. They've not, their offense is not very prolific, so they've got to just be able to move progressively down the field.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're moving it forward 3 yards, I mean you're moving it forward. That unfortunately, I don't know what happened there with a mismatched snap.
Gadberry to pass, overthrown, just almost intercepted over there by
A.J. Ruff.
A.J. Ruff, yeah. I thought that's who it was. So to bring up 3rd and 20 now for the Bulldogs.
You know, and A.J. Ruff is definitely no stranger to interceptions this season as he leads the area with 3.
3rd down 19.
So 3rd and 19 as Gadberry looks to Coach Pulley for a play call. Trez Clark with him in the backfield as well as Kenneth Holcomb. Daryl Jordan split to the left side. They give it to Clark. He cuts it up. He's got some running room. He's got a little more. He's got about 12 on the play, but he's going to be short of the first down still by about 7 or so, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It was a nice run. Right up the middle, almost completely untouched until number 18, Eric Tillman, was able to bring him down. That was a nice run by that young man.
So 4th down and about 7 or maybe 6. And
it's like Williamson is coming in as safety.
Yeah, just in case they decide to punt, I would assume. Actually, it's closer to 4th down and 4 here, but looks like Sikeston might be tempted to go for it here. They've still got plenty of time on the play clock. Gadberry makes the call. He takes it right side. Lead blockers in front of him. He's going to be stopped short. Good penetration right there, I believe.
Alvion Cooper.
Yeah, good penetration there.
Alvion just came straight through that line. They had a couple guys on him. He came through the line and was able to bring Gadberry down.
So it's going to be a turnover on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 for New Madrid. Short field this time from the Sikeston 41. I want to give a big thank you to our game sponsor for tonight's game, the Autry Moreland Automotive Group, with dealerships in Dexter and Sikeston. Moreland has the car for you. Remember, if Moreland's not on the back of your car, you paid too much. 1:53 to go in the first. Williamson once again in the quarterback spot. Out to the left side. That pass is complete. Quickly down the field. That is Jaquan Jones, the sophomore wide receiver, with the catch and down the field. And there's one of the issues, too. You focus totally on Jadis Jones in the receiving game, and you've got a couple kids, A.J. Ruff, Jaquan Jones. You got some kids who can catch the football out there, too.
Yeah, you know, I think that's a lot of where the film comes into play, because you're focusing on your star athletes. If I'm a coach, I'm going to let my athletes try to defend like Jadis Jones, B.J. Williamson, all them. But while doing that, I forget about the secret weapons.
Pass to Jones in the end zone. It is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage out there. Intended for Jadis Jones.
I think that's number 1,
Yeah,
Trey
Gorman. And we talked about him earlier. That was really nice defensive coverage.
He stayed with Jadis the entire time. They kind of went up. He batted the ball down. He won that battle.
Which is doesn't happen very often. That's a heck of a play. It really was.
And while we're talking about Jadis, I just want to remind everyone that Jadis Jones on October 20th will be interviewed right here on Aycorp Media. Jadis will be talking about future commitments to his colleges, if he's going to go to Coastal Carolina, or if he's going to decide to sign somewhere else.
Williamson once again looks, nothing there. He takes it left side. Now he's going to take it down and run. He's to the 20, jumps over one defender, knocks another one down, and gets all the way down to the 12. A lot of athletic ability right there by B.J. Williamson to get all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Great run, great athleticism. Just a great play, great athlete. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Right, no, that's exactly right. He really saw no receivers open, just pulled it down and ran. 3rd and a yard. And we're going to have a flag on the play, and that's going to go on, I think, New Madrid County. Somebody on the New Madrid County bench maybe getting an unsportsmanlike there. Somebody's talking a little too much. And that's going to be maybe just a sideline violation, or no, is it a penalty? No, it is a penalty.
I think they're going to call
unsportsmanlike
conduct on him.
Boy, and that's another one. As you come down, we talked about what do you do getting ready for district. Those kind of things you just cannot have once you get to district play. They'll beat you.
And you get too many of them. If it's by your star athlete, you get 2 unsportsmanlike, you're ejected. You can't play the next game. And if you're coming from somebody like your sideline that's not in the game, that backs you up. That hurts you.
Right.
So if I'm Coach Fullhard, I'm taking care of that now, so it doesn't hurt me into districts.
Yeah, I think that was maybe even a kid who didn't have on a jersey right then. So just a bad decision by somebody. But it does bring up 3rd now and 16 with 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Williamson with Williams split to the right. He's got Jones way out deep on the right side. Jaquan Jones out there. Williamson's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it. He's got a receiver open. That's Jaquan Jones, I believe, with the catch.
That was a great read by B.J. Williamson. He kept his eyes on Jaquan Jones. Jaquan Jones kept his eyes on him. They were kind of doing the signal back and forth, and he just made a great throw and great catch by Jaquan, and he moved the chains.
And Williamson with athletic ability kept the play alive as well, so it brings up a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Eagles. 29 seconds to go here in the first. Williamson in the shotgun. Williams behind him. Williamson takes it, goes right side, cuts back inside, and gets in for 6. So B.J. Williamson with the touchdown there for 6, and it makes it 19-0 New Madrid County with 24.8 seconds to go in the first.
New Madrid County Central is pretty much putting all their points on the board from a quarterback keep up the middle. BJ's getting a lot of yards off that. It's been very successful for him tonight, and I believe that's BJ's 2nd touchdown
yes,
of the
that
night.
is correct. His 2nd one. And Tomatis to attempt the extra point. Last snap was a little high. Good snap this time. It's down. It is up, and it is no good. Wide left. So with 24.8 seconds to go before the end of the quarter, we'll take a quick break. It is New Madrid County 19, Sikeston 0. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Aycorp Sports Network.
SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Back at New Madrid County High School, New Madrid County with a 5-yard touchdown run by B.J. Williamson opens their lead up 19-0. Tomatis to kick off here. Kicks it. It's going to go down. That's going to be number 24. That's Holcomb, who take it down left side all the way across the field. Brought up and brought down nicely there. I believe that see who that tackle was.
Number 18, maybe?
That may have been Tillman with the tackle. And it'll be at about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And, Corey, they've got to find some offense here pretty quick, or this game's going to get out of hand even before halftime.
Sikeston needs to have a drive here like they had the first drive where they marched it down the field. Of course, it didn't end in a touchdown, but they did get good field yardage, moving it up the field. And that's what they're going to need to do that going into this.
We've got a unsportsmanlike on New Madrid County. 15 yards, and this game has gotten chippy real fast. And, New Madrid County, Sikeston next week plays Charleston, their big rivalry game. None of those kids they all want to play in it. And New Madrid County's got Portageville next week. And like you mentioned earlier, 2 unsportsmanlikes, and you're disqualified from the next game.
That's right.
I mean, that's a big deal.
And that's 2 so far in the first quarter for New Madrid. That's 30 yards worth of penalties, and which you say, well, 30 yards, that's not a lot, but it is when it's unnecessary penalties.
Right. So New Madrid County's taking a timeout to have probably a little discussion. We're going to keep it right here as we get close to the end of the first quarter. So Sikeston gets the advantage of that penalty and gets it all the way up to 43. Now, what do you try to do if you're Coach Pulley here? Down 19-0. What do you think?
Down 19-0. What we have on the play clock, 20 seconds.
We got 16, I think it was.
16 seconds left. I'm going to try to. I'm probably just going to try to pass it, or you can try to run it, try to get your first down because you can go into the second quarter still with the ball.
Sure.
So I'm not going to want to do anything to try to jeopardize New Madrid getting the ball in the second quarter to start the second quarter. But you could definitely either try to run it or try to hit one of your passes. His pass was very successful earlier, and he got him a lot of yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Once again, Gedberry behind center. He's got Holcomb on the left. He's got Trez Clark on the right. 1st and 10. Holcomb in motion. Ball's fumbled. Gedberry picks it up and is going to be sacked back there for about a 6-yard loss on the play, or bring up 2nd and 16. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, I believe, here as the clock runs down. So we're at the end of 1, and it is New Madrid County 19, Sikeston 0. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter action here in just a moment on the Aycorp Sports Network.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
We are back at New Madrid County High School. It's set to start the second quarter here. Sikeston with the football, 2nd and about 16. They trail 19-0 to the New Madrid County Eagles. Fake off to Holcomb. He tries to get outside. He does get around the corner a little bit. Picks up about 2. Good tackle there on the outside. Was that Williamson? That's what I thought. Who I thought it was out there. Nice job of bringing the tackle down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down now and long for Sikeston. Holcomb's done a nice job of running, but it's hard with that speed to get around the corner with the athleticism. But for a freshman, that's impressive.
I think I was looking at his grade level, so you found it. But freshman, yeah, he's not had a bad game for a freshman. He's definitely got some carries. He's going to end up with positive yardage, and he's pretty quick, and he's definitely going to be one we need to watch in the next couple of years.
Daryl Jordan split to the left side here. Snap right up the middle for the Bulldogs. Nice run, and they're going to pick up about Trez Clark with the nice run up the middle there. Pickup of about 8 or so. Going to bring up a 4th down now and about 5 for the Bulldogs just on their side of the field.
Yeah, I think, I think this will probably be a situation if I'm the coach where I'm going to punt it here. I don't think we're going to see that. I think they're probably going to try to go for this and try to get the first down.
They give it off. It's going to be taken, and Clark's going to get the first down plus some as the pile just keeps moving. And a big run. That's going to be about a 12 or 14-yard run for Trez Clark.
And, Jim, I said if I was a coach, I would punt it. And obviously that's why I'm not a football coach, because I made the wrong call on that one.
Well, I would have done the same thing, Corey. I'm conservative enough I would have punted it. But I guess when you're down 19-0, you're 0-7, you really don't have much to lose probably, So nice big run there for a first down. And Gadberry lines Bulldogs up again. Puts Clark in motion. Fake. This goes off to Holcomb. Holcomb cuts it up. He gets about 8 on that carry.
Nice yardage by the freshman.
Was good misdirection there. They send the one in motion, fake to him, and then give it to the other kid off the wing, and nice pickups with that.
Yeah, well, I didn't see who was in on the tackle there for New Madrid County Central, but Holcomb definitely got a good handoff from Gadberry, took it up the middle, and you're looking at about 8-yard gain. So
just up the middle and popped out to the outside now, and nice job. Well, stacking up, but he keeps his legs churning. That's Clark, I believe, and going to pick up the first down.
First down. Trez Clark again.
First down. Good hard running by the junior Trez Clark there.
He is a hard runner, very hard runner. He's not. I don't think he's ran a ball all night where his gains has not been where he's had several New Madrid defenders either dragging behind him or he's dragging them with him.
Gadberry lines up under center this time for the Bulldogs. Now looks over to the bench. 1st and 10. They are at the New Madrid 21. Now he steps back into the pistol. Fake off to Holcomb. He's going to try to get outside. He's going to turn it up a little bit. He does pick up some yardage. He's going to get down to about the 15.
About another 8-yard gain.
Missed tackle there by New Madrid County. And if I'm New Madrid County's coaching staff, I'm a little concerned that Sikeston has moved the ball so well. They've sort of stopped themselves with, fumbles in the backfield, a penalty, that kind of thing. But they've been picking up 6 or 7 yards of carry when they do carry the football.
And I think this is as deep as Sikeston has been in New Madrid's territory all
night. That is
right. So they're knocking on the door of the touchdown.
Clark down to about the 12, right on the right hash mark there. Bring up a third down and approximately, let's see here. I take that back. First down.
Call him a first down.
Yeah, first down to about the 11 or so. So 1st and 10 from the 11. They can't get a first down without a touchdown.
So Coach Pulley's run game is definitely paid off this drive because they've been very successful with it.
Off to Holcomb. He turns it back up, reads his cut very nicely there. Cut it back up and picked up about 4 or so. That kid's impressing me, Corey.
He's for a freshman, you cannot tell it by the way he's playing on the field that he's just a freshman.
Right.
It's unbelievable, the athleticism of that kid and the speed.
Yeah, read that cut very nicely there. That was well done. Rain starting to come down a little heavier here in New Madrid County. Quite a bit, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think we've got it's clearing out our crowd a little bit.
Absolutely. Up the middle for the Bulldogs, that Trez Clark. He is in for the touchdown. Trez Clark for 6.
And like that, Jim, Sikeston put themselves back in the ballgame.
Absolutely. So that is 19-6 now, the Bulldogs, and they'll attempt the extra point. Let's see if we can see who the kicker is. Maybe Batista, I believe, a freshman. Or is that Wicker? Let's see who's
Number
kicking.
47.
That would be Batista, who's a freshman.
Batista to kick from the hold of Caden Craig.
Snap is got offsides.
Way offsides.
Yeah,
there.
way offsides there. So we'll do that again. Now, do you go for 2 instead?
I don't think it's going to hurt them if they don't get the conversion. If I'm Coach Pulley, New Madrid's giving me about half the distance here, so I'm going for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to give it to Trez Clark, my big guy who's been successful up the middle all night. I'm going to give it to him and let him get me 2 points.
Referee is going over to have a discussion with.
He's probably asking Coach Pulley
coaches.
if he wants to redo the kick.
See, it is offsides, of course, on New Madrid. We know that. So let's move it up to and Trez Clark's going to line up in the Wildcat, I believe, under center. or is that Craig? Craig at the quarterback spot there. And he's going to try to go up the right side, and he is in for the two-point conversion. That's Caden Craig. He's a senior quarterback as well. He gets the two-point conversion. So we've got a 19-8 score now with 7:48 to go here in the first quarter, or in the second quarter. We're going to take a break and be back here on the Aycorp Sports Network. Back at New Madrid County area, Portageville leads Kelly 20-6. Park Hill Central leads Dexter 12-0. 20-6, Jackson leads Holt. Malden Hayti still scoreless. Perryville 15-0 over Herculaneum. Festus 14-0 over Farmington, and St. John 21-0 over Jefferson. And here, go ahead, Corey.
It's Portersville Kelly game. Portersville's leading 20-6, and we just talked about how good of a football team Kelly is, and they're in this district with New Madrid that really it's anyone's district. I think that just goes to show how good of a football team that Portageville is to have that much of a lead on such a good football program.
Yeah, Portageville is a good football team. I tell you what, in Class 1, they've got a tough district. There's 2 teams undefeated plus them in that district, but they've got a chance to do well. Nice kick, long. It's going to get into the end zone and out, and New Madrid County will bring it out to the 20-yard line. Nice kick there. And a little mouthing going on, it looks like, and the referees have sort of separated that. So New Madrid County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. What have we? Everybody's sort of meandering off the field.
Yeah, Coach Follart, looked like Coach Follart was out talking to an official. Looks like Coach Pooley was over there talking to an official. So I don't know if it was an issue between the players. It looks like maybe we've got that worked out without penalties.
So 1st and 10 for New Madrid County. They lead 19-8 here, 7:48 to go in the first half.
And any other game, I would say the 20-yard line, they have 80 yards to go, but I would say that's still pretty good field position for New Madrid County Central.
You're right. Williams cuts it outside, gets a block, going to have a flag come in, and I believe that's going to be a block, maybe a holding, against New Madrid County. So that'll move it back to around the 11-yard line or so.
Yes, it should be a spot foul, so we move them back. What were they, on the 20?
Yeah, flag was about at the 21, I think, so it'll be a hold, and it'll move it back 10 yards. So Williamson brings his team back together into a huddle as the referees discuss it.
1st and 20, looks like at about the 11.
Yes, that'll be about right. Oh, now.
Holding against the Eagles.
That referee's taking that back to the 6. That can't be right, is it?
Well, he called it unsportsmanlike, too. There was 2 flags.
Oh, okay. Another unsportsmanlike on New Madrid County. That's their 3rd unsportsmanlike tonight, and that takes it all the way back to the 3. Huh.
I don't know where the unsportsmanlike come in at. I saw the side judge over here throw his flag for holding, and then I saw another one come in about midfield somewhere.
Yes, I saw that flag, too. I thought they was both on the hold, but apparently not, So the clock starts back up, and it's 1st and 27 for New Madrid County. Now, even this is not good field position for New Madrid.
You're right on the 6-yard line.
Yeah, New Madrid's going to take their second time out here of the half, and we'll keep it, I think, right here. And that's, once again, now that's 3 unsportsmanlikes and a hold right there. So those are things you've got to clean up before you get to the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Your holdings, your face masks, that stuff's going to happen. An unsportsmanlike, that's going to happen every now and then. But you've got 3, and we're not even out of the second quarter yet. You've got 3. That's 45 unnecessary yards, and this one's going to cost you big. I mean, you're
right
down. You got an unsportsmanlike in conjunction with another penalty. You're down on the 5-yard line to a Sikeston ball team that is playing very good over the last half quarter of the first quarter to now. So you've got to clean that up. You've got to.
So as New Madrid comes back out on the field after the timeout, It will be, they move the ball up to the 5. It must have been a misplacement. So still a 21st and 25 yard to go for the Eagles. Williamson will line up in the shotgun right at his goal line. He takes it himself up the middle. Big hole there. He cuts it outside, cuts back in. Loses the football. It's loose on the ground, but New Madrid will come away with it.
Jadis Jones fell on that ball.
Jones fell on it at about the 12-yard line, so it's going to bring up a second down now and about 18. Clock continues to run. 7:15 to go in the first half.
I'm not so sure if BJ wouldn't have fumbled that football if he wouldn't have broken another tackle and got it at least midfield.
Yeah, I agree. He had a big run there if he hadn't dropped it. He takes it, he looks, he gets it outside to Jones. He catches it, turns it up, and then is brought down at about the 25-yard line. Double team there. One of the tacklers is Trey Gorman. So it'll be third, and that's the first catch for Jadis, second catch for Jadis tonight, right? That's
second
right.
Catch for Jadis.
So from first and 25, now third and 5. That's very manageable with this offense.
So they've recovered themselves from the 2 penalties, 3 penalties really, the hold and then the unsportsmanlike that knocked them back to the 5. So they've recovered from that.
Jones in motion. They fake it to him, to Williamson. He gets the first down, and just a couple more, and it'll be first and 10 from the 32 for the Eagles as they put Jadis Jones in motion that time, used him as a decoy, and got the first down. Just barely across the 30, but enough.
He got it over by looked like about a foot maybe.
You know, those two, Jadis Jones, B.J. Williamson, that the athletic programs at New Madrid County have counted on them a ton in the last 4 years.
Yes,
I mean,
and coming off a state championship basketball,
right,
has a good chance of winning it again this year. I'm anxious to see what the program's going to do when these two graduate.
Williamson's flushed out of the pocket. He turns it up the field. He's got some running room. He's going to step out of bounds at about the 40, and then we're going to have a late hit there on the Bulldogs, I believe, and that'll be 15 on going the other way.
Which draws a flag.
Hit him as he was definitely running out of bounds and stepping out of bounds, and you just can't do that with anybody, but especially with the quarterback.
And that's gonna, and that's besides the face mask, that was a personal foul for Sikeston. That's their second personal foul, either shoving a player or hitting them out of bounds. So, they're treading on that 45-yard mark too with unnecessary penalties.
Right. You just things you just can't. That you've got to pull that one. You got to pull off of. I know the young man was hustling trying to make a play, but you've got to pull off of that when you see him stepping out of bounds.
That's right.
So from back at their 5-yard line, New Madrid now down to the Sikeston 45-yard line with 5:48 to go here in the first half. To Williamson, he fakes to Williams. A lot of time. He throws it down the field and incomplete, overthrown and incomplete.
I'm not sure if we didn't have a little
bumping
going on there.
So as an ex-official, how much of that would you allow typically in a game?
So, if it affected the play pass, obviously did that affect it? No, he was a little bit overthrown anyway. Close ball games, anything that if I'm bumping you and the ball's overthrown for 10 yards, obviously I'm not going to call that as a pass interference. But if it gets any closer than that, I'm going to throw that flag for pass interference.
Williamson to the left side. One tackler misses. He tries to cut it up. He does cut it up, but only for about 2 yards. Good job of the Bulldogs to string that out on defense and run Williamson out of bounds. And it'll bring up third and about 7 for the Eagles. Parker runs him out of bounds, but a good job of pursuit there by the Bulldogs. Just a reminder that this coming week we've got a couple of volleyball games here on the Aycorp Media Networks and a football game. We'll talk about those after this play. 3rd and 7, Williamson in the backfield. Oh, and he's got that will be a jump off sides there. I believe Mr. Ruff thought it was on 1, and it actually was on 2.
On 2, yeah. It's going to back New Madrid up
5 more.
5 yards.
So Monday night we have Campbell at Clarkton in volleyball. Tuesday night, Holcomb at Malden. And a Thursday night football game that you will not want to miss back here at New Madrid County High School. It's the battle for New Madrid County, the Eagles against the Portageville Bulldogs, and that will be a good one.
It is. And then the Friday, October 20th, Jadis Jones's interview on Aycorp Sports Media with Barry Aycock.
So 3rd and 12 now for the Eagles. Snap to Williamson. He gets it out to Jones. Jones with the catch, makes a man miss. He's got some room to run. He makes it, gets the first down, and there's a face mask. And that would have been a first down, but we'll have a face mask. And Jones walks out of there with it, walks away from it. And that will be a move it down the field a little bit further for the, as we get the call here.
That's assuming we have just one flag on that. I'm not sure
Right.
what happened down at the pile.
Yeah, that's a good point. Unsportsmanlike face mask, that'll be 15 yards, which should take it down to about the 20-yard line now. I don't know that I've done a game or been to one recently where I've seen as many either personal fouls or unsportsmanlike conducts, especially in one half.
That's right. I mean, Sikeston's got 4 personal fouls. New Madrid's coming in with 3 unsportsmanlikes.
That's a bad situation all the way around.
Yes.
I don't know what else you can say about that. It just is. So it brings up 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Eagles here. We've got Ruff out to the left side, Jadis Jones to the right. Williams in the backfield. To motion. That is Jones, Jaquan Jones. He cuts it back upfield, and he's going to get it down to about the 10 or so and bring up 2nd down and about 2.
It's Carter Goodman, which is a name that we've called quite a bit tonight on defense. He's all over the field on defense. Just stuck with him there, held on to him, and brought him down.
I was 5 yards off on my line. It's actually 2nd down and 6. I thought he got to the 10. He only got to the 15. So 2nd and 6 now for New Madrid County. 4:36 to go in the first half. Snap to Williamson. He looks downfield. He throws it up high in the air for Jones. And Jones just pulls it in. Oh, nope. Incomplete. Fell incomplete. And Jadis says to Williamson, throw it up in the air. I'm 6'6", you know.
He kind of threw it down at his waistline there a little bit. But from here, I thought he caught it.
I did too.
He kind of just gave no indication that he missed the ball and just kind of looked at the official like he was handing it to him.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought that was exactly what happened. But he did, you know, and that's one of those when you're 6'6" and the jump the way Jadis does, throw it up high.
That's right.
You know, throw it up high. Of course, Williamson had not quarterbacked, I don't believe, before about the 3rd game of this season, to my knowledge.
Yeah, and like I said, he came into this game with over 1,000 yards passing with just 37 completions.
Big run to the right side. He's down to the 5, and he cuts back in for the touchdown. B.J. Williamson with the 15-yard touchdown run, and that makes it 26-8, New Madrid County with the lead.
And B.J. doing what he has done all night, keeping the ball, making something happen, and getting in the end zone.
Yeah, good decision there. Gets in the end zone, and 3rd touchdown rushing for Williamson tonight. And that will bring Tomatis on to attempt the extra point. Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is good. So we've got a 26-8 ball game here with 4:17 to go in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break and come back with the kickoff from the Eagles. You're watching high school football on the Aycorp Media Networks.
If more than not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Back at New Madrid County High School, 4:17 to go in the first half. New Madrid County on a 16-yard touchdown run by B.J. Williamson leads Sikeston 26-8. Tomatis set to check off for New Madrid, and that was a basically a 95-yard drive right there, Corey.
They they recovered well from the penalties. Drove it 95 yards in a matter of a little over a minute. Once they got down to that 5-yard line, I mean, it was just a little over a minute, and they went 95 yards up the field.
Mason King, a freshman, fields that short kick, and Sikeston will take over 1st and 10 from the 32. And they have 4:16 to go here before halftime, and if they want to stay in the ballgame, they really need to score right here, I would think.
I would keep giving it to Terez Clark and Holcomb and let them just keep doing what they've done all night, make something happen.
To Holcomb, Kenneth Holcomb. He cuts it outside, and he's going to be knocked down in the backfield there. Good tackle there on the play. And that was
Samir Smith.
Yeah, Samir Smith, the senior linebacker. Good read there, and it's a loss of about 3 on the play. So 2nd and 13. Portageville has gone up 28-6 on Kelly in the 2nd quarter, and Park Hills 18-0 on the Dexter Bearcats in the 2nd quarter. Gadberry takes it, looks to make a pass, does make it a pass. It's outside. It's going to be complete, and a pickup of about 6 on the play, and that goes complete to Daryl Jordan.
Did you say Park Hills was up on Dexter?
18-0.
18-0. That surprises me. Dexter's a very good football team this year and is in the conversation for being a top of their district class.
Yeah, this game is sort of the deciding factor. I believe Park Hill Central maybe got their quarterback who had been injured back tonight. So, but yeah, this will decide sort of who's the number 1 seed in the district. 3rd and 7. Around. Clark with it and held up there nicely by number 3. That is Rel Newsom. Good job defensively, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and we may see our first punt of the evening.
It looks like the punt team's coming out on the field.
So 2:47 to go, and B.J. Williamson deep. If I'm Sikeston, I don't feel real good about giving New Madrid County 2 minutes before the halftime with the football and decent field position.
No, but, I would rather punt the ball and get it down there and take my chances on getting them to try to stop than giving them the ball right there.
Yeah, good point. Riddle to punt for the Bulldogs. They try to use as much clock as they can here. About 13 seconds left on the play clock. Now they'll reset. Good snap. Kick is off. Nice kick by Bo Riddle. I mean, that's a dandy. Down to the 20, inside the 20, rolls down to about the 12, and Williamson runs away from it at the 10, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Great job by Bo Riddle.
That was a nice kick by Bo Riddle. Took a nice snap and absolutely booted that ball.
Good spiral on that. I mean, that was everything you'd expect in a punt right there.
That was probably one of the best high school punts I've seen all football season.
I agree. Close to 60 yards there on that punt. So 1st and 10, New Madrid County, 1:57 to go. They've got 1 timeout left in the half. Big playmakers, of course. Sikeston, I would assume, will try to play some deep safety and not let anything get behind them here with 1:57 to go. Williamson has got Jones split out to the right side, 3 wide receivers to the left. Williams in the backfield with BJ. He kicks it off to Williams. He cuts it outside, has some room to run, some blocking out front, and he gets about 14 on the play for the 1st down. Clock will stop as they move the chains.
Looks like number 54 for the Bulldogs brought him down there.
That's Colt Parker, I believe.
Parker. Carter Goodman.
Yep.
Carter Goodman and Colt Parker for the Bulldogs making the stop. That was a great run by Williams. I mean, just perfect handoff. Took it. I wouldn't really say up the middle, but had a pretty large gap through the hole there and got about 14, 15 yards.
Clock's running, 1:28. Williamson with it. He's going to go left side with it. He's going to cut outside. He's got some room to run. He's down to the 45 and out of bounds there at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for New Madrid.
Carter Goodman again bringing him down.
Yep. So this will bring up a 1st and 10, 1:20 to go in the first half.
And this is smart play calling by Coach Fuller. I mean, you're just letting them run the clock down. Let's get into halftime. Nothing fancy.
Williamson in the backfield. 2 wide receivers right, puts Jadis Jones in motion. Comes out to Jones behind the line of scrimmage. He makes the catch. He puts it, takes it. He's going to pick up about 8 or 9 on the play. He's going to go down at about the 9. There's a flag.
Another flag.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is going to be called on that. There was an extra push right there by one of the Sikeston defenders. And, you know, when a game, Corey, when a game's already chippy, anything you do like that's going to get the flag. No
That's
question.
Right. And that's number 5 for Sikeston in the first half. You know, at what point does the officials have to start ejecting kids to get the point across?
Right.
And you hate to see that. You hate to see that. But,
Right.
But at this point, you know, we've got to do something before it gets out of hand.
Yeah, 75 yards worth of personal fouls there. We're going to have a timeout by Sikeston here. So we're going to take one as well. It's New Madrid County 26, Sikeston 8. New Madrid County with the football on the 31-yard line with about 1:10 to go in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here on the Aycorp Sports Network.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
We're back 26-8. New Madrid County with the lead here. Just about a minute to go in the first half. A personal foul on Sykes to move the ball down to the 31st. And, Corey, that's really been, besides the fact that New Madrid County's been able to move the football, that's sort of been the story of the game tonight, the big penalties.
The penalties. And we've not had a whole lot of holdings. We've not had you know, any blocking the backs. It's been unsportsmanlike from New Madrid, and it's been personal fouls from Sikeston.
Little flea flicker here. They give it to Williamson. He throws it up deep in the end zone and caught. A.J. Ruff for the touchdown.
And then a
flag. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct, I believe.
Probably going to be another unsportsmanlike on Sikeston.
It's a touchdown. That won't be taken away because it was after the play. But a little flea flicker there, a handoff, another handoff, and then a pitch back to the quarterback, and then a touchdown pass to Ruff. But then you get a unsportsmanlike on top of that, and the touchdown is good, unsportsmanlike. The fourth.
And they're going to call it on New Madrid.
Yeah, fourth of the half on New Madrid. And that will be, I guess, marked off on the kickoff probably.
They should assess that on the kickoff. Since it happened after the touchdown, it won't negate the touchdown, so that will count. They should go ahead and proceed with their extra point or 2-point conversion, and then they'll mark that off on the kickoff.
So it is 32-8 here as we are getting closer to halftime, and Gabriel Tomatis to attempt the extra point for the Eagles out of the hold of Caleb Moore.
Tomatis kick from the hold of Caleb Moore.
And we're set now. Snap. Kick is going to be good. So we've got a 33-8 ball game here with about 43 seconds to go in the first half. But I'm just trying to figure out here. So it's 75 and 60 between the two teams. 135 yards just in either unsportsmanlike or personal fouls in the first half.
That's right. And, you know, Sikeston and New Madrid, you know, I guess you can say they're a little bit of a rivalry. But if I'm Coach Fullhart, I'm going in at halftime. I'm going to wrangle these guys in. I'm going to try to find out what's going on, get them calmed down, because you can't afford to lose any player out here from an ejection that they can't play with next week in Portersville. You're going to need every player you got. And if it's getting this heated in this game, it's really going to be heated next week when you're going to go into districts.
Right, exactly right. Also move the kickoff back to the 25. And you wonder, I mean, this winter, these are going to be probably the two best basketball teams in Southeast Missouri. You wonder how much that's going to carry over to that.
It's going to be fun watching them on the basketball court.
You're not kidding. Tomatis just kicks it on the ground. It's going to be picked up there, fallen on by the Bulldogs, and they'll take over at their own 41-yard line.
Is that Peyton Mitchell with the recovery?
So 1st and 10, 42 seconds to go here in the first half. New Madrid County up comfortably, 33-8.
1st and 10, Sikeston from their own 41.
And we'll see. And we've got Caden Craig, I believe, in the ball game. I guess he's the deep back there behind Gadberry.
Yeah, let's see if what Coach Pulley does here. I bet he'll probably make a few run plays. And as I say that,
to Pulley, knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by Jaquan Jones for the Eagles. Jordan intended nice bullet pass there though by Gadberry.
Jones read that well. He stayed with the receivers, but yeah, Gadberry made a great pass, and it was a great route, and it would have been if it would have been a great catch, it would have definitely made for a bunch of positive yardage.
Fake to Holcomb. Gadberry got time. He's got a receiver. It's incomplete. Just a little underthrown to Caden Craig. Gadberry is a junior quarterback, so he'll be back next year for the Bulldogs. Now 30 seconds to go before the end of the quarter. Do you take a chance of throwing it again if it's incomplete? Then you have to punt the football to New Madrid County.
Yeah, I mean, you take a chance, incomplete, you stop the clock, you run it, you might not go anywhere, and you still have to punt it. So I think at this point you try to throw it and see if you can get somebody downfield and come up with a pass.
Hands it off to Trez Clark. He turns it up left side. He's going to be knocked down there. Good tackle involved that time by Rel Newsom from his cornerback spot. And it's going to bring up 4th and about 5 or so. And it looks like New Madrid's not going to call a timeout. So unless the Bulldogs decide to throw something deep here at the end of the quarter, which it looks like they won't, we're going to run it out, it looks like.
I think they're just going to, they're going to let this clock go.
So we're going to be at halftime here. It's going to be New Madrid County 33, Sikeston 8 at the half. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in approximately 10 minutes or so. Go get your chips. Oh, now Sikeston does take a timeout. Sorry about that. So we'll keep it here for one more play. They have fooled us every time tonight, Corey. I'm telling you.
They waited to that last second.
Yep.
In fact, I think they're going to say 2 seconds back on the clock.
So that will allow Gadberry to get out and try to throw something long. After this play, assuming there's no penalty or no touchdown, we will take a halftime break of about 10 minutes or so. Give you folks at home a chance to get a fresh something to drink and some chips or something maybe as you come back for the second half of this one and see what transpires there. But we've got one more play here in the first half. Just a reminder that the Moreland Auto Dealership sponsors tonight's game, and we'd like to thank them with dealerships in Dexter and Sikeston. Moreland has the car for you. Remember, if Moreland's not on the back of the car, you paid too much. And Gadberry comes into the quarterback spot. 3 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. And we'll see what Sikeston can do. He drops straight back, pressure. He goes deep down the field. It's going to be long enough. It is knocked away, and that's going to be the end of the half, assuming there's no flags. And I do not see any, so I believe we're going to be at the end of the first half with the score, New Madrid County 33, Sikeston 8. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with some halftime information, and in the second half, you're watching high school football on the Aycorp Sports Network.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up-and-coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagrow 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Young Real Estate, we're Southeast Missouri, just like you.
We are parents.
We are teachers.
We are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots.
Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
Growing cotton in the Mid-South is hard work. As a farmer, you make tough decisions every day. Choosing a cotton variety shouldn't be one of them. Next-gen brand varieties from Americot are bred specifically for cotton growers like you. We're 100% independent and farmer-owned. Plant cotton that works as hard as you do. Americot. All we do is cotton, all the time.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
If more than not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
When we look, we listen. When we evaluate, we understand. We get you to the right number without treating you like one. At Southeast Primary Care, we know your relationship with your doctor is one of the keys to get you better and keep you well. Our network of providers connects you to the brightest minds and latest technologies. It's a healthy relationship. Southeast Primary Care, always by your side.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
Does your business need, literally anything? When we founded CNS Cleaning Supply, our goal was simple. Become a one-stop shop for anything and everything your operation might want. From car care to condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between. Which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, well, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
For over 100 years, Stoneville Cotton has helped farmers stay strong and win their growing seasons, delivering protection against key weeds and insects to maximize their yield potential. For more information, visit our website. Stoneville Cotton, own the early.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up-and-coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagrow 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Young Real Estate, we're Southeast Missouri, just like you.
We are parents.
We are teachers.
We are grandparents.
We are active in our community.
We are patriots.
Serving all of Southeast Missouri, and we are here for you.
We are young.
Growing cotton in the Mid-South is hard work. As a farmer, you make tough decisions every day. Choosing a cotton variety shouldn't be one of them. Next-gen brand varieties from Americot are bred specifically for cotton growers like you. We're 100% independent and farmer-owned. Plant cotton that works as hard as you do. Americot. All we do is cotton, all the time.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
If more than not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
When we look, we listen. When we evaluate, we understand. We get you to the right number without treating you like one. At Southeast Primary Care, we know your relationship with your doctor is one of the keys to get you better and keep you well. Our network of providers connects you to the brightest minds and latest technologies. It's a healthy relationship. Southeast Primary Care, always by your side.
The best fall tradition in Northeast Arkansas is back, Pumpkin Hollow. Make sure to try out all the exciting things that Pumpkin Hollow has to offer. Get in the action on the breathtaking zip lines. Get up close and personal with the friendly farm animals. Get lost in the enormous corn maze. Get your thrills at the scariest haunted attractions in Northeast Arkansas. And don't forget to pick out the perfect pumpkin or fall decoration to take home and enjoy. Only at Pumpkin Hollow, the fall tradition for the entire family.
Does your business need, literally anything? When we founded CNS Cleaning Supply, our goal was simple. Become a one-stop shop for anything and everything your operation might want. From car care to condiments, mops to markers, soaps to staplers, and everything in between. Which is a lot. CNS has got you covered. Give Delane Beckwith a call at 573-217-0104 or visit cscleaningsupply.com to get set up with, well, literally everything. Tell them Delane sent you.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
For over 100 years, Stoneville Cotton has helped farmers stay strong and win their growing seasons, delivering protection against key weeds and insects to maximize their yield potential. For more information, visit our website. Stoneville Cotton, own the early.
back at New Madrid County High School. Jim Riker and Corey Sisk here, bringing you the game between New Madrid County and the Sikeston Bulldogs. We're at halftime. It's 33-8. New Madrid County with the lead. And Corey, it's been a lot of New Madrid, and you and I talked sort of as we took a little break here at halftime. New Madrid's basically run about one play. I mean, they haven't run a whole lot of variety on their offense.
No, it's been the quarterback keep with B.J. Williamson up the middle, or getting him around to the edge and letting him work his magic and get something going. He has had a few passes. He completed a touchdown pass to A.J. Ruff. He has completed a pass to Jadis Jones, a couple passes to Jadis Jones. And number one, I can't think of his name. Ty Williams. Ty Williams has had a run up the middle with the touchdown. So besides that, it's pretty much been the same play every snap. Giving it to BJ and letting him see what he can do.
And we were talking about that. At what point does that with that, you got to have a little more variety than that, I guess is what I'm getting to when we get down to district or beyond district in particular, if they get that far.
Yeah, so like New Madrid, in their district, for example, they've got Valley Catholic. Coach Nager's been in the program for a very long time. He's very successful. He's won state championships at different levels and different classes. So you've got to have more of a variety if you're going to start going at teams like Valley Catholic and expect to come out of your district ahead.
So it has been like I said, all pretty much. The other story tonight has been the big personal fouls and unsportsmanlike conducts, and we were hearing we can't always tell up here who the personal foul is on, but are the unsportsmanlike. We understand A.J. Ruff has had 2, and that's an automatic disqualification if that happens.
Yeah, so from the information that I received, A.J. Ruff received 2 of those. New Madrid's got 4 unsportsmanlike conducts first half. Sikeston's coming in with 5. A.J. Ruff with 2 of those, 4 for New Madrid, and his second one happened just right after the touchdown was scored. So they've ejected him from this ball game. He's not going to get to play against Porterville next week. And A.J.'s one of their better defenders on defense.
Yes.
And he's not a bad offensive player. And you start losing weapons like that against another powerhouse, which happens to be your county rivalry.
Right.
If I'm Coach Fullhart, I'm really going to have a heart-to-heart with my kids in the locker room. We've got to clean this up, and we've got to clean it up now. That one player may cost you some big plays next week that you may need to get the lead and win the ball game.
Yeah, because Mason Adams is a good quarterback for Portageville. He throws the ball well. He'll find the open receiver, and as you said, Ruff's one of their better defenders. So that will put a damper on things.
Yeah,
for sure.
and you've got Jamarion Smith in the backfield of Porterville. You've got Carson Bradley. You've got Bo Hunter Warren. He's got weapons. Mason's got weapons he can throw to. And if you don't have one of your top defenders on your defense, you may be in trouble.
So we're, as we said, 33-8 here. New Madrid County coming back out, and Sikeston already out on the field warming up. Some halftime scores for you folks. Poplar Bluff leads Kennett 42-0. Portageville, as we were just talking about, over Kelly 49-6. And you mentioned it earlier. I think that tells you how good Portageville is, because Kelly's a good football team, and to be 49-6. Park Hill Central leads Dexter 24-3 at the half. Jackson at halftime leads Holt out of Wentzville 27-13. That was a big game, I know, for Jackson in their district. Crothersville at halftime 31-8 over East Prairie. 21-0 Festus leads Farmington in the third quarter. Perryville over Herculaneum 29-0 at halftime. St. Genevieve all over Jefferson 49-0 at halftime. Jefferson came in at 7-0, so St. Gen playing very well. And, of course, Scott City last night won 55-20. I think they are off next week now because they had Donovan scheduled, so they'll have an extra week off to get ready for districts. Chaffee had Donovan tonight, so they are not playing. We don't have a score on the Malden-Hayti game. I thought I heard somebody down here say a while ago Hayti was leading 27-8 in that game at halftime, but I will not swear to that one. So we're getting ready for the second half here. So as we get to the second half, what do you see both teams trying to do or getting ready, trying to get ready for next week as they try to prepare here?
I don't see New Madrid and Coach Fullhart. I don't see them changing much. I think he's going to come out and do exactly what he did the first half. It's worked for him, so why change it? The old saying goes, if it's not broke, don't fix it. it worked for him. It wasn't broken in the first half. I don't think it's going to be broken in the second half. But what I see a big thing is I think Coach Fullart's going to come out. I think he's going to do the same thing, kind of have the same game play. I think he's going to go up a couple more scores, and I think you're going to see the B.J. Williamsons and the Jadis Jones. I think you're going to see them come out of the ball game. You're going to see some younger guys come in there. He's going to preserve them. Sikeston, I don't think Sikeston's going to make much changes either. If he does anything, I think he's going to pass it more. But for the most part on changes, I think the coaches are going to come out and run the same gameplay that they did the first half.
Do you think that New Madrid, Sikeston has been fairly successful running the football. Will New Madrid try to make any changes defensively to stop that run?
He may bring some guys in a little closer maybe. Maybe start trying to rush a little bit more, trying to close in some of those gaps. I'm sure that Coach Fullart and his coaching staff stressed on some of the big gains that Sikeston was able to gain on the plays. I'm sure they've discussed that. I'm sure he has a counter for that. What that answer is, I think he was just going to close in his gaps, play some of his linebackers up, maybe play some of his safeties in a little closer, maybe blitz a little bit more. But defensively, I don't see much changes that's going to be made either way.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break here, about 30 seconds or so, and then we'll be back with the second half of this ball game. It'll be Sikeston receiving the kick to start the second half. You're watching high school football on the Aycorp Sports Network.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back at New Madrid County High School, 33-8. We're getting set for the second half. We're just waiting for the 3-minute warm-up period to end, and we'll get going there. And we mentioned we've got volleyball this week on the Aycorp Sports Network, and that will be on Monday night. Let me find my ad
it's
here.
Like October 16th.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, October 16th is going to be Campbell at Clarkton, and then Tuesday, October 17th is going to be Holcomb at Malden. And then obviously next Thursday night is what I'm calling probably the game of the year for Aycorp Sports when it comes to football on Aycorp Sports, and that's Thursday, October 19th. That's Portersville at New Madrid County Central, and then Friday, October 20th, Jadis Jones will be interviewed by Barry Aycock on Aycorp Media. Very interesting. Jadis is a premier athlete in Southeast Missouri. Obviously, great at basketball, good at football. He is verbally committed to Coastal Carolina. Not really sure if he's going to still go that route on National Signing Day, but that's something that you want to tune into and watch and kind of get his thoughts on where he's going to end up.
And then we've also got to keep track on our Facebook page and our social media stuff that will determine what we're doing next week with both volleyball districts getting ready to start up in a week or so and football districts. So we'll let you know what's going to happen there. We are set to start the second half. It is Tomatis to kick off. It's standing up close like it's going to be an onside kick. We'll see what's going to shake out here. Just a little pooch kick up, and it is caught by Sikeston and brought down, and it'll be 1st and 10. And once again, we've talked about the kicking game, and we've not, we've seen more pooch kicks and that type of thing, and that's a huge weapon if you got somebody who can kick the ball deep.
That's right. New Madrid's last couple of years has been real strong with their kicker. I think last year they had a kicker.
Right.
I think his last name was Guillermo.
Right.
He had a boot on him. He could kick field goals. He could kick extra points. He could kick off. This year, kind of better than most teams, but they're still kind of down a little bit from last year on that.
Holcomb with the first carry of the second half, off right tackle once again, and he picks up about 2 on the play, so it'll bring up second down and about 8 yards to go. Sikeston goes back to the one thing they were pretty successful at in the first half, and that's running off that tackle off the wing tee there.
A little misdirection.
Right. So 2nd and 6, or 2nd and 8. Pitch back to Trez Clark. He cuts up, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 47 or so, 47, 48-yard line. At the 47, that'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 or so. And like you mentioned earlier, I think, Corey, Sikeston, if they can pick up 3 or 4 at a time, they're happy with that.
That's right. And they're 3 or 4 at a time, you're going to get a first down before your drive's over, and you're wasting. You're using the clock in your advantage.
Oh, bad snap over the top. All sorts of people. It's still loose on the ground, and I believe New Madrid County is going to come away with it. We'll see here. We haven't seen the official. And it is. That ball just squirted well over Gadberry's head. He had no chance there, and New Madrid was all over it like a mouse on cheese there, sort of. And I mean, there was 4 or 5 kids after it.
And Jim, and we were talking about Sikeston moving the ball little at a time for the first down, and as soon as we say that,
right,
a bad snap gives New Madrid County Central the football on their own on Sikeston's 30-yard line. So maybe we get a little bit bad juju there.
Well,
with Sikeston.
could be. But it seems like every time they start to drive a little bit, there's either been a penalty or, like I said, a bad snap. Now we got 2 in the backfield for the Eagles this time. Williams back there with Williamson. They give it off to Rosano. He's back there. He cuts the left side. He goes down, cuts it back now up the field. He's down to about the 16 or so and gets a first down. Charlie Rosano, first time we've seen him, I think, carry the ball tonight.
Charlie Rosano is a sophomore. He really stepped up in the backfield there in the absence of Caden Minner, who suffered, I believe, some type of knee injury that required a surgery. But Charlie Rosano, like I said, being a sophomore, not a bad running back. It is his first carry for the night, but he is an upcoming rising premier athlete when it comes to running back in this area.
Yeah, he can. He's going to be a good one the next 2 years. There's no question about it. So a first down at the 15-yard line now. Williamson still in the backfield, double backs with him. They put a man in motion. That's Williams. Williamson cuts it outside to the 10, to the 5. He gets to the corner of the end zone, steps out at about the 1, didn't quite get in, and it'll be first and goal at the 1.
That almost makes you wonder, Jim. It looked like from here that he could have maybe just stretched that ball across the end zone. That's how close he was. Like, he could have just stuck his arm out, maybe got the ball across the break the plane there, but he kept it and tucked it and went out of bounds at about the 1.
So it'll be first and goal from the 1. Already a 33-8 lead for New Madrid County, and they're looking to add to it here pretty quickly.
Besides Charlie Rosano being in the backfield, we've really not seen much of a change of their offensive set from the first half.
Williamson just throws it up high to Jadis Jones, and it's incomplete. He's triple teamed there by New Madrid County, by Sikeston, and it's incomplete. And that's obviously sort of a set play, but at some point when it's triple teamed, you almost got to look someplace else.
Yeah, and BJ threw it up high enough for Jadis to get it, but like you said, he had 3 defenders on him, and one of them, Bo Riddle, and then the other one was just about as tall as Jadis Jones. So.
Right. So it's going to bring up second and goal from the 1. 3 wideouts to the left for New Madrid County, 1 to the right, and Rosano in the backfield with Williamson. They give it off to Rosano. He goes up the middle. He is in for the touchdown. Rosano gets 6. So just a 30-yard drive that time for New Madrid County after the fumble, the bad snap and the fumble by Sikeston, and New Madrid County takes it in.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, Charlie Rosano kind of stepped up in the backfield in the absence of Caden Minner, and he came into the ball game tonight with 33 carries for 253 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was averaging about 7.7 yards a carry, so he just added to his touchdown total there for 4 for the season.
Tomatis to attempt the extra point. Snap is good. Kick is down. It is up, and it is no good. A little wide left. So 10:25 to go here in the third quarter. New Madrid County has scored. It's New Madrid County 39, Sikeston 8. We'll take a break and be back here on the Aycorp Sports Network.
Pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 woo!
If Moreland's not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Back at New Madrid County High School, 39 for New Madrid, 8 for Sikeston, 10:25 to go into the third quarter. Tomatis to kick for the Eagles. He kicks it. It's just another little pooch kick. Once again, fair catch called and taken. And that's going to be a penalty because there was a fair catch called. That kick was taken there by Mason King, and that's going to be a personal foul.
Personal foul, yeah, maybe on Sikeston.
Well, I think he called for a fair catch and got hit. So a legal hit on the fair catch, and that'll go against the Madrid County Eagles. And they've learned pretty quickly there after the first 2 or 3 pooches. I'm just not going to catch it and fall down and call for the fair catch, and then nobody can bounce on me that way, So, so that's going to move it up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be Sikeston's ball, 1st and 10. And
so I don't think they. So it was a kick catch interference call, and they didn't call a personal foul.
I think that's right. Yes. Gadberry in the backfield. He puts Clark in motion. He keeps it himself, and he's hit right there at the line of scrimmage and wrapped up for maybe a yard gain. First hit in there was Tavon Lyles, and then I believe also they got Jason or.
Maybe
Jason Jones in there, I think, on the tackle as well, yeah.
Looks like Alvion Cooper hit him kind of at the line of scrimmage,
yes.
But he was able to bounce off of him. But it looked like Cooper came in there, hit him, and kind of stopped his momentum a little bit.
So pickup of 1, 2nd and 9. Clark flanked to the right, and Holcomb to the left. Clark goes in motion. They fake it to him. Gadberry keeps it. He throws it. Got a man wide open. It's caught. He's down to the 25. He cuts back. He's to the 20. To the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and tackled just short of the goal line. That is Daryl Jordan with the catch. And it'll be down at the 1-yard line. Good run after catch. Yardage by Jordan that time.
It looked like Samir Smith maybe saved that touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's right. Really good run that time.
That was Jaquan Jones. He just turned around. I got a better look at his number. Jaquan Jones kind of stayed with him down the field and saved the touchdown.
So 1st and goal from the 3 now. Gadberry takes it, hands it off, and that's going to be Trez Clark. He's going to be tackled back at about the 9-yard line. That's going to be Jason Jones, I believe, on the tackle there.
Trez Clark giving the ball.
And it'll be 2nd now and go from giving forward progress to about the 6. So it'll be 2nd and go from the 6.
Jennings, go to the concession stand. Julissa Jennings. To the concession stand.
Gadberry behind center once again. He's got Clark, and he's got Holcomb. Holcomb in motion. Cuts it back inside. He's going to be wrapped up there at about the 8 that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down now.
So it looks like New Madrid is starting to pinch in a little bit on their run game, on Sikeston's run game. Starting to make some pretty decent stops there, and run game's really not as strong since they whipped off that big pass play.
Yeah, the ball's back to the 9. Sikeston's going to take a timeout here, a 3rd and goal at the 9. We'll take a quick one as well. 8:34 to go in the 3rd. New Madrid County up 39-8. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Aycorp Sports Network. I'd like to give a big thank you to our game sponsor for tonight's game, the Autry Moreland Automotive Group with dealerships in Dexter and Sikeston. Moreland has the car for you. Remember, if Moreland's not on the back of your car, you paid too much.
I always liked watching that commercial when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Mr. Moreland up there with his unique voice.
Yep. You could always tell it was him, couldn't you? 3rd and 9 now. 3rd and goal from the 9. Gadberry in the shotgun. He's got Holcomb in motion. Gadberry back, got a flag on the play. Gadberry finds a receiver in the end zone. It's caught. Outstanding catch that time, but I believe that was by Caden Craig, but I believe it's going to come back procedure on Sikeston.
Yeah, it looks like an illegal procedure, so they're going to call that touchdown back. And that's a shame because that was a great play, great catch, great throw.
It was. Everything was good about that. Good route run there. And
great field awareness to know where he's at in the back of the end zone there.
Absolutely. So that will negate the touchdown. So to bring up 3rd and goal now from the 14. Obviously 4-down territory here for Sikeston down the way they are and at the 14. So.
And if I'm Coach Pulley, I'm going right back to the same play.
Yeah, he had 2 kids open on that play. I would too.
It's going to be 3rd and goal to go from the 14.
Clark in the backfield with Gadberry. He puts Holcomb in motion. It was in motion in the last play. Once again, he's got a receiver open, and it's thrown short this time. Incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th and goal from the 14.
Well, I think we know they're going to go for it. The
yes,
question is,
no question.
The question is, are they going to go back to their pass play, or are they going to try to give it to the big man who's made something happen all night?
I would guess they would run that pass play once again if I were guessing, but we'll see what Coach Pulley pulls up. Clark in the backfield. Craig split to the right side. Holcomb and Jordan split to the left. They fake it to. They throw it up in the air for Holcomb. A little too long, incomplete, knocked away. Good defense right there by, I believe that was, is that Tillman, Eric Tillman? Knocks it away, and it'll be a turnover on downs, and it'll be the Eagles' ball 1st and 10 on their own 14. Good drive by Sikeston, just as apparently it's been all season, only scoring 50 points coming in this game. They just can't finish.
They can't. For every one thing they do, they take 2 steps back. They get a great field, great run, great pass play or whatever, then they'll get called back from a penalty. Or they'll get a touchdown, then they'll get called back for a penalty. They're trying. They're just not having much luck.
A lot of good effort, just not able to get anything done right now. You're exactly right. Rosano checks in. They tell him the play as they come to the line of scrimmage. I see Rel Newsom down here on the sideline getting stretched out with some cramps. Williamson in the backfield. Takes the snap, comes this way toward the sideline, cuts it upfield. Big opening there. He fakes and gets out all the way to the 31-yard line. Another big pickup for B.J. Williamson.
Yeah, quarterback keep. Same thing we've seen over and over and over and over tonight. Quarterback keep right up the middle. Rips off about a 16-yard gain.
Well, he averaged 15 yards a carry coming into tonight, and he's not done any less than that, I guarantee you. So Williamson gives it off to Rosano. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Part of that tackle is number 77, Carlos Blackman, in on the tackle, at one of the seniors for the Sikeston Bulldogs. So 2nd down, and they gave him about 3 there, so 2nd and about 7.
They were pretty generous with the spot.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought he was hit more in the closer to the backfield. So 2nd down and 7 or 8 or so. 39-8 the score. New Madrid County with a substantial lead here. 3 split right. Williamson goes back to pass. He looks down the field. He looks. Throws it off his back foot, long for Jones. It is caught by Jadis Jones for the big 1st down, and that's just that big athletic ability by Jadis Jones.
He threw it up. Jadis went, jumped up, leaped in the air, caught it, and you're looking at about a 40-yard pass completion there for B.J. Williamson.
That was one of those that showed B.J. Williamson's athletic ability, too. He sort of threw that off the wrong foot every time down the field, so 1st and 10, New Madrid at the Sikeston 30-yard line. To Williamson. He hands it off, cut back up the field. That is Ty Williams, and he's going to pick up about 3 on the play, and he'll bring up 2nd down at about 7. Andrew Green in on the tackle for Sikeston. So 2nd down at about 8. And as New Madrid County looks to the sideline once again, they've got Jones split to the right side. as one of the receivers. Also, I believe that is Jaquan Jones out here on the right side as well.
Jaquan and Jadis. I can't tell who's up at the top of the screen there.
Williamson looks. He's going deep into the end zone. He's got a man there and just overthrows him. And that was maybe
that's Eric
Tillman. I believe that's right. Overthrown. It'll bring up third down. So to bring up 3rd and 8 now from the 28. And this would be one of those times you might see that B.J. Williamson carries the football again.
Yeah, I think B.J.'s probably going to keep it here, run it up the middle or get around to one of the edges. And, I'm not so sure he won't score a touchdown here.
Right. They split Ty Williams out to the left side as a 4th receiver. Rossano in the backfield still. Williamson goes back to pass. He's got a receiver. He's got Jadis Jones for the first down. Puts a move on. He's got 3 men on him and knocked down finally at about the 11 or so. But that'll be a first down for the Eagles. Wherever Jadis Jones goes, he attracts a lot of attention.
He attracts. He caught him over a couple of defenders that time, and it took probably 2 or 3 more to get him down.
So first down for New Madrid County. Good pass there by Williamson. Got one of Sikeston's kids goes down with the cramp, I believe, and he'll and we've got Ty Williams split out to the left side. Tillman split out to the left side for New Madrid County. Rossano in the backfield.
Jones to the bottom.
Both Joneses to the bottom, Jaquan and Jadis. New Madrid County's offensive line's done a nice job tonight, and they're going to have a jump off sides. They've done New Madrid County's offensive line's done a nice job of protecting Williamson all night.
They have. Those guys up front, I always say offensive lineman never gets the credit they deserve. But,
absolutely.
But they're the hardest working guys on that football field because they've got a duty. They've got to protect one. The leader of the team is always your quarterback most of the time, and they've got to protect him. And if you got a great quarterback like you got in B.J. Williamson, you don't want him hurt at all.
Absolutely. So 1st and 5, Williamson puts it, looks for some place to go now, decides to take it in. He's going to go, and he's in for the touchdown. B.J. just delayed, trying to decide what he wanted to do, and then puts it in the end zone for the touchdown.
I thought he was just going to just take off walking there at first. It's kind of what it looked like, and then he just turned on the jets.
Exactly right. 45-8 now. New Madrid County with the lead. The clock will continue to run now that it's more than a 35-point lead, and that will bring Tomatis back in the game to try another extra point.
How many football fields have you been to with the lights that flicker on the touch?
Not many. Usually if you turn them off, it takes a while to get them back on. Bad snap, kick is up, and they managed to get it through. Good job by Tomatis there to get it through. Wasn't a great snap, but Moore got it down. Tomatis got it up, and it's good. And it is 46-8 now. Yeah, I've not seen that before. That must be because of the power plant over here or something. I don't know, but
and I know you guys that's watching at home didn't see it before the game, but they did the it's breast cancer awareness night for New Madrid County here. And if you can tell on the field, the Eagles outlined in pink. And before the game, they blacked out the stadium and had pink lights shining, and that
very nice.
Like it was glow in the dark, and it was just very nice. And I've never been to a stadium that had that. So hats off to New Madrid County Central for doing something unique.
So New Madrid County will line up here for the kickoff.
Third quarter score, Park Hills 32, Dexter 3.
Yeah, it's continuous.
Halftime, Copper Bluff 42, Kennett nothing.
4:16 in the third quarter, 46-8. New Madrid 46 and Sikeston 8 here. Tomatis set to kick off. And we assume it'll come back over this way. It sort of pooched it all night. They do pooch it again. A fair catch call once again, and made this time by Mason King.
And it was all you see was the hand go up for the fair catch, and then New Madrid like they're hitting their brakes after running 100 miles an hour.
They were not going to have that happen to them again. You're exactly right.
They stopped about 8 yards short of the receiver that time.
They were not going to have that happen again. So New Madrid County will take over, or Sikeston, will take over 1st and 10 on their own 34. They trail 46-8 here in the third quarter with the running clock right now. New Madrid County next week, as we mentioned, on Thursday night has Portageville. Sikeston on Friday night has their rivalry game with the Charleston Blue Jays next week.
That's the Sikeston-Charleston game you said?
Yes, next week, yep. Holcomb looks to pass. He gets it off. Flea flicker. It's up. It is caught by Bo Ridley. Great catch by Ridley there on the pass from the freshman, Kenneth Holcomb. Holcomb I've been impressed, man.
He's doing a phenomenal job.
They've asked a lot out of him tonight, and he's been pretty successful in what he's tried.
And I'm obviously, I think Gadberry maybe didn't start the season as a quarterback because of
Correct.
his number.
Right.
But he's moved to quarterback, and I've been kind of impressed with that kid tonight, too.
Yeah, I agree. He throws the ball pretty well, all in all. I agree. They give it off, the fake to Holcomb. Gadberry keeps it. He's going to pick up about 2 or so on the play and bring up second down and about 8.
You know, and Bo Riddle, we mentioned him coming in with that reception. He's also a leader in the area with interceptions as well. He's a good defensive player for Sikeston.
Yes, you're exactly right. And we saw earlier, punts the ball very, very well. So he's got a lot of talent from that senior.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10, they gave him no gain there. I thought he'd picked up a couple, but no gain, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Ball's loose on the ground. Gadberry picks it up, and he goes down at the 50. He's covered up there by Tillman. But that's about, what, the 3rd or 4th snap we've seen something like that happen?
Yeah, you know, and this is kind of going back to what I said last drive. You know, they get a touchdown. They get an awesome drive. They get a touchdown. Of course, bring it back on a penalty. Get an awesome throw and reception by Bo Riddle. We bring it back on a bad snap.
Yes, you're right. They just seem they can't finish up a drive very well, you know. I agree. 3rd and 18 here. Got Riddle split out the left side. They look for him deep. He goes up for it, and it is incomplete. We're going to have a flag on the play.
I believe we're going to have a pass we got two flags. I believe we're going to have maybe a pass interference on defense. Of course, it could go both ways. With us having a back judge and the line judge over here throwing a pass interference.
We'll see what the call's going to be here. You're right. There was certainly down this way. And I don't know if it's that he didn't turn around on that, but we'll see what the call's going to be. Clock continues to run here. It is going to be against New Madrid County. I think we can see that. Well, let's now we're going to have a clock stoppage here with 30.8 seconds left as we are figuring out exactly what the call was.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're trying to say is maybe one offense, one defense, or.
Oh, gotcha.
I saw one point to New Madrid, and I saw another official kind of pointing towards Sikeston. So I don't know if one's saying that, you know, Riddle made an offensive pass interference and then New Madrid made a defensive pass interference.
Dead ball foul, personal foul against New Madrid County also. So that'll definitely make it into a first down area. And there's another personal foul, or not unsportsmanlike in this case, but another personal foul on the Eagles.
Yeah, it's just a 15-yard penalty on top of your pass interference.
Right.
Giving Sikeston great opportunity to score and stop your 35-point mercy rule.
So that'll take it down to about the 20 or so, 21. So right along in there, I would think. And the 20, because they started about the 50. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, very costly 2 15-yard penalties there.
Right, absolutely.
The pass interference, that's the kind of stuff that's going to happen in a game, and that's their first one. But like we said, the personal fouls, whatever issue that was in there, cost them another 15.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but they fake it. Gadberry with it. He's got some pressure on him. He gets away with it, throws a wounded duck up, and it is caught there by Daryl Jordan. He's going to be down at about the 5-yard line.
That was a good catch. There for a second, I thought maybe New Madrid County's defender was going to intercept it, and then Jordan came down with it.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter here as the clock continues to run. The score is New Madrid County 46 and the Bulldogs of Sikeston 8. We'll take a break here and come back with the fourth quarter of this game and see if Sikeston can put the ball in the end zone. You're watching high school football on the Aycorp Sports Network.
Pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 pop your julep, pop, 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 pop your julep, pop, 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 pop. Woo!
If more than not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Back at New Madrid County High School, some other scores from around the area. Portageville leads Kelly 49-6 in the third quarter. Poplar Bluff 42-0 over Kennett. Park Hill Central all over Dexter 38-3 in the third quarter. 34-13 Jackson over Holt. Crothersville 46-20 over East Prairie. Festus all over Farmington 35-0. Perryville leads Herculaneum 43-0. And St. Genevieve 49-0 over Jefferson. So not very many close games around the area tonight.
Not very many. That Dexter Park Hill score really surprises me. I kind of thought Park Hills may have the advantage there, but I did not figure it would be about that large of a number.
Caden Craig with it, and he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown on the first play of the second half for Caden Craig, and that will make it, 46-14 now.
So now we'll go back with the clock stopping.
Right.
As a normal clock.
Mercy rule in high school football is 35 points if you're ahead 35 points in the second half. So Sikeston looking to call in a play here for the 2-point conversion.
So does that hurts, that knocks Dexter out of the number
one spot,
district,
certainly. Right? Drop them to 2 and possibly to 3. We'll see how that plays out after this week. With St. Gen is 3 and Dexter 2. Gadberry tries to get around the side and is brought down there. New 2-point conversion will be no good, and that will make it 46-14 here with 11:55 to go here in the ball game. Yes, so the way that plays out is Park Hill Central will definitely move up to the number 1 spot, and then it's a question of whether Dexter or St. Gen is in the 2 spot, and then if St. Gen's in the 2 spot and ends up that way because they beat Park Hill Central, they can get the number 1 seed, and Park Hill Central will get the number 2 seed because it faced head-to-head comes into play. So it gets a little complicated this time of year trying to figure all that out. But we know that New Madrid County Central is going to keep their number 2 spot, and Valley will stay number 1 in their district in Class 2.
And Porterville is probably not going to be any change in that district with Marionville in there.
Right. Marionville was playing Ash Grove, who's also undefeated, I think, tonight. So we'll see how that one plays out. But probably that won't make a big change. So that's exactly right. Jackson is going to was number 2 in their district. Will probably stay there and possibly move up. So we're to that time of year where you start calculating the numbers. One more week in the regular season, and then we get to district playoff time,
where it starts all over again.
Exactly right. Starts all over again. You got to win to move on, and I think the one of the pluses of being 1 or 2 in that Class 3 district is you get to bye that first week. Gives you a week to sort of heal up a little bit. Just don't have to play a game. You also get assured of 1 home game at least, so that's a big deal. Onside kick by Sikeston, recovered by New Madrid County. Good job of being alert.
New Madrid County about the 50-yard line, and they're dangerous from their own 10-yard line.
Right.
50-yard line, you're giving them great field position. I think it'll be a quick score here for New Madrid County.
I wouldn't be surprised to see on the first play potentially B.J. Williamson try to go to Jadis Jones long, just to get that score back. Jones is out here to the left. He's guarded by Trey Gorman, who's done a pretty good job on Jadis tonight, all in all.
Yeah, Trey's, there's a substantial height difference there, but Trey's done a pretty good job staying on him and keeping his receptions to a minimum.
Williamson in the backfield takes the snap. He gets it out to Jaquan Jones. He cuts it back inside. Good job of Sikeston, and he goes all the way across the field and outruns everybody and goes down the sideline and goes out of bounds. Not the way that was drawn up exactly.
No, but he made something happen out of absolutely nothing.
Absolutely right. I think when they look at the film, the coach will say, most of the time we want you to follow your blocking, but he did make something good out of nothing there. You're exactly right.
In that case, though, I don't know if he had much blocking out here. I mean, he had Jadis out here pushing it, but then he had Bo Riddle and he had a couple of linebackers coming in at him. So he had to do what he knows best and just kind of make something happen.
Exactly right. So 1st and 10 for New Madrid County. Williamson in the backfield hands it off to Rosano. He's going to try to cut it outside. He's going to not quite get there, and he's going to be brought down by number 11. That's 13, Colt Parker, the senior D-back, and it'll bring up, that's a gain of about maybe 2 on the play, so 2nd down and 8.
I don't know if Rosano had much of a cutback option there other than just bringing it like he did straight out to the sideline.
Sometimes you just got to pick up what you can pick up.
That's right.
And go on.
Even if it's an inch, I mean, you've got something.
Right. Jones on the inside this time. Jaquan Jones on the outside. Rosano in the backfield with Williamson. And we've got Tillman and Ty Williams split out to the right. Williamson keeps it. He looks for some place to go. Stocked up pretty well and just runs out of bounds there. No place to go there. Good spreading the defense out by the Bulldogs. So maybe a yard pickup.
Yeah, he got about a yard. That's definitely not his best run of the night.
Just really no place to go there.
They're on the short field here too. That's what I call the short side of the field. So they're working on their strong side, which happens to not be it's not the wide side of the field.
Williamson looks. He's got opportunity. Now he's going to tuck it down and run. He's going to get to the 25, and it's going to be brought down at about the 26-yard line. And he's
still about a yard short of the first.
Yep, tackled by Gadberry there, and it'll bring up a 4th down. I'm quite sure that New Madrid County will go for it here on 4th and about 1.5 or so.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't.
Right. And good job there of coverage by the Bulldogs to make Williamson bring it down. Williamson's one of the few high school quarterbacks I've seen who is willing to step out of bounds instead of getting leveled.
That's right. Yeah. Or I've even seen him slide before. I mean,
that's okay.
Yeah, he protects himself, and that's exactly what you want to see from a quarterback.
He looks. He goes deep in the end zone, throws it up for Jones. It is incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs, and Sikeston will get it back.
I'm not keeping up with stats here tonight, but BJ came into the game, like I said, with over 1,000 yards passing. Obviously, he's got a couple hundred tonight, maybe probably 150, 200 yards passing tonight. He also came into the game with 865 yards rushing. So
he's got to be close to that 1,000.
He's over 1,000 mark after tonight. So this is a quarterback that's 1,000. It's got 1,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing.
Right.
That's kind of unheard of for our area.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big. That was, I think, Mark Paganos from up at Scott City last year had that, but he was a phenomenon when they were talking about that. Gadberry hands it off, fakes it, and then throws it up. And it'll be caught, and that's going to be very possibly a touchdown here. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Can he have enough gas to get there? The 10, the 5, and he is in for the score. That's Daryl Jordan with the touchdown.
Pass complete to Daryl Jordan.
Gadberry to Jordan for the touchdown. That makes it 46-20 now with 9:45 to go in the ball game. Just one defender out there. When Jordan made the catch, he was gone for the touchdown.
And Sikeston putting up probably more points this game than they have just about all season.
All right, they had 20, I think, in one game against Kennett, maybe, and that's what they've got right here. They only had 50 total coming into tonight. Snap, Gadberry takes it, throws it up, and it is caught for the two-point conversion.
Yeah, they had 20 against Kennett exactly. They've actually scored 22 tonight. So this is their highest scoring.
Their high scoring game of the night, the season. That's exactly right.
The score now, New Madrid County Central 46.
And I don't see much changes of Coach Fullhart's defense as far as I think these are the same guys he played first half. I don't see really much young guys out there.
Right. I think that's right.
Sikeston's just whatever they did at halftime, whatever adjustments they made, it worked.
Well, and you got to give them credit for not. I mean, it would have been easy to, especially when you're down 35 and the clock's running, to lay down, and just say, okay, we're done. Let's finish it up and go get on the bus. But they've not done that. 2 scores since then.
Yeah, they scored, then stopped New Madrid's drive, got the ball back, scored again. So, I mean, we're looking at, still a pretty good margin for New Madrid, but but definitely not a mercy rule.
Right. Yeah, 24-point game, but like I said, that it just to be able to have scored the 22 points when you've not had that in any ball game this season and against a good football team. So, and you wonder, not having A.J. Ruff out there defensively, does that make a difference? They've thrown the ball a little more.
Make a difference, yeah. I mean, and their passing game has been more successful in the second half without A.J. Ruff and New Madrid.
Absolutely. So the kickoff set here. It's going to go deep, and that's going to go, and that is, I believe, Jaquan Jones back there. He's going to take it up to the middle of the field. He's at about the 30-yard line, and he's going to be brought down just short of the 30.
We have a flag.
Flag came in. I would assume that would be an illegal block on a kick, typically.
They called it on New Madrid.
Block against the Eagles.
So that'll move it back to probably the
and we've got a player down.
We've got a player down. So we're going to take a quick break here, a 30-second break, and we'll be back here on the Aycorp Media Networks. Bo Riddle was the injured Bulldog. He was able to walk off under his own power, so it's good to see that. The walk-off was back on the penalty on the illegal block was back to the 18, so that's where New Madrid County will start 1st and 10 from their own 18.
It looks like they're stretching him out over there. It's maybe a cramp or something like that. They're stretching him, so we hope that he can come back into the game. He's been a big part of the Sikeston offense and defense.
Williamson with the football. He tries to cut it upside, and once again, Sikeston defense does a pretty nice job there. Blocks him, tackles him at about the 21-yard line or so about a 3-yard pickup. Defense has played in this last, 10 minutes or so, has played much better for Sikeston.
Sikeston's defense has played much better. Looks like they've got
now we got another flag.
You got another injured Bulldog on the field too.
Yep, another injured Bulldog. You're exactly right, and a flag on the play. So we'll see what that's going to entail here.
I'm going to say it's probably going to be a personal foul or
unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what I'm guessing too. I don't know which team, but unsportsmanlike conduct against Sikeston this time. And
that's their sixth. That's their sixth of the ball game.
90 yards worth of penalties just on that. So unsportsmanlike on Sikeston. That'll be a first down and move the chains for New Madrid County.
And you're making great progress coming back into the ball game. Now, am I saying you're going to win the ball game? No, but you're coming back. You're making good progress, and then this
right
again.
Right, and you're doing things the right way.
That's
and then
right.
And then you do that. You're exactly right, and shoot yourself in the foot a little bit. So it'll be 1st and 10 for New Madrid County from the 36, their own 36. Williamson in the backfield. He puts Williams in motion. He takes it. We're going to have a flag or let's see what the call is. The whistle blew.
Illegal procedure maybe.
Yeah.
Blew it dead on before the snap.
Just a reset maybe. The play wasn't ready.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any flag.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a reset of the play clock and repeat it down.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So Jaquan Jones to the right side in the slot. He goes in motion. They pitch it to him. He's going to try to cut it up. He does cut it back, cuts back against the grain a little bit, and then is brought down after a short pickup of about 3 on the play. Will bring up 2nd down and 7.
It's wrapped up by number 70, Vic Mora.
And again, Sikeston's defense making a great stop.
They've really done a better job against the cutback too.
They have.
In this second half in particular, they've really handled that much nicer.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
8:34 and counting here. 46-22 the score. New Madrid with the lead.
Trying to try to get them off sides.
Yeah. Trying the hard count there. Did not bite this time. Williamson kicks it out to Jadis Jones. He goes down the right side, stiff arm, nothing. Pickup of about 5 on the play. and it'll be a pickup of about 7.
Like we got some extracurricular on the sidelines.
On the sidelines there. And I don't know. These teams I don't think had bad blood last year. I don't know.
No, a little bit during the basketball season when they played here. Played here at
I
New
do
Madrid.
remember that. Yes,
they had a little bit there, but it wasn't anything like New Madrid's 5 unsportsmanlike.
Right.
Sikeston 6. It wasn't that kind of bad blood.
Face mask.
Face mask. Well, that's probably why Mr. Jones was a little frustrated there. That's about the second or third times his face mask's been grabbed tonight.
Yeah, and then they ripped Williamson's helmet off with the face mask.
Right.
Sikeston's had a lot of those, but again, it's bad. That's kind of what you go on bad tackling a little bit, a little high tackling.
Yeah, absolutely. New Madrid County takes a timeout here. It's 46-22, New Madrid with the lead. We'll take a 30-second break and be back. You're watching football on the Aycorp Sports Network.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
So during our timeout there, the referees got together, and that personal foul face mask is going against New Madrid, not against Sikeston.
So they're going to take that away. I guess during Jadis' stiff arm, he grabbed the face mask.
Must have. That's exactly right. So I noticed the Sikeston coaching staff out on the field, and the referees all running over to the side here to have a discussion. So that's what happened. So it'll bring up second and long now for New Madrid County back at their own 28-yard line or so, and while New Madrid County has scored 46 points, they've shot themselves in the foot a few times tonight, too.
They have, yeah. Like unnecessary unsportsmanlike conducts. Besides those, Jim, we've not really had a whole lot of penalties. I mean, normally you'll get quite a bit of face mask or holdings or something like that. We've not had that.
Right.
Our main issue tonight, you clean up the unsportsmanlike and the personal foul. This is pretty much a penalty-free ball game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. A couple offsides, but it's been nothing major. You are exactly right, other than those. Out. That is to Jaquan Jones. He tries to cut back. He does cut back a little bit. Flag comes in, and he'll be tackled there. He's brought down by Andrew Green. And there's going to be a hold, I believe, on the Eagles. So we'll see what for sure what the call is, but I believe that was it.
Looks like it was a hold against New Madrid.
We've turned into a flag fest
That's
here
right.
a little bit now. Slowed it down.
Right here at the end of the game, yep.
Slowed it down a little bit. That's going to move it back, even though if I was New Madrid, if I was Sikeston, I might decline it. I don't know, but they're going to move New Madrid back, though, and it'll bring up second down and a ton.
Yeah, if I'm Sikeston coach, I'm going to back them up anytime they get a penalty.
Probably right. Yeah.
Just especially you're like now you're second down and 20,
Right.
Second and 23.
Williamson with it. He takes it off to the left side, tries to bounce it out. He does bounce it out some. He goes down the sideline. He's looking for a blocker. He gets one, and he's finally pushed out of bounds.
And I think we're going to have another hold right there about the
26-yard line.
26-yard line,
Yep. Another holding on New Madrid County. Well, with that's at least three holds and the 5 unsportsmanlike. Both teams are well over 100 yards in penalty yards, I would think, tonight.
Yeah, and this is the most penalties we've seen in the ball game as far as regular penalties.
Right.
New Madrid's got the face mask and then 2 holds, so that's 3 right in a row. So now you're at second and 30.
Right. Exactly. And 7:41, and this is one of those things you just want to get this game over with, keep nobody from getting hurt, and move on to next week.
That's right
now. So Williamson with a second and 30 from back at the 16. He hands it off up the middle. That's Rosano. He's going to get it out to about the 20, going to bring up third down in about, 24, 26, something like that. And I don't know that I don't just I don't know who New Madrid County's punter is. We've not seen him all night, but I don't know that I just don't try to run the clock a little bit. You know.
Even if you give Sikeston the ball back with good field position, they score. You're still not hurt. I mean,
right.
You've still got plenty of time to get the ball back and score another one and regain the momentum.
Snap to Williamson. He looks, throws it out to the right side there. That's Ty Williams, I believe, with the catch. He's going to go up to about the 29-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and about 16 or so.
Yeah, about 4th and 16.
I can't add that high. Usually we don't see those kind of numbers. So
well, sometimes I get my yard lines confused.
Me too.
But so here, I mean, is either one or two things are going to happen. Jadis is going to, or correction, BJ is going to keep it for a quarterback keep, or he's going to try to hit the deep ball to Jadis.
Right. I don't know who their punter would be. Would it be Williamson?
Or the third option where Williamson punts it.
Yeah, it is. He kicks it out of bounds at about the 40. And will be the first time we've seen a punt tonight. And that was a little bit odd in that it was like he was almost deciding what he wanted to do before he punted it. But either way, it's going to be Sikeston's football.
Yeah, and I don't think they gave any indication that they were punting it because I don't even think Sikeston had a deep man.
Right. Exactly right. So this is Sikeston with the football. 6:02 to go in the ball game, and they trail 46-22. They will be next week against Charleston, and they will be, I believe, at Charleston next week maybe. No, they are at home. Bad snap. Ball is loose. Still loose on the ground.
And
still loose, and New Madrid's going to recover it. So that punt worked out pretty well for New Madrid. The first play, Sikeston fumbles. And New Madrid gets it back inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, you know, New Madrid had a bad drive the last time, penalty-plagued drive, which forced them to do their first punt of the ball game. And then Sikeston just gives them all their yardage back and puts them with about 24 yards from the end zone.
56, Kelly 12.
Portageville wins tonight 56-12 down at Portageville, so they'll be here Thursday night all set to go for the Battle of New Madrid County, which we'll bring to you. You don't want to miss that one.
You know, and Portageville's only loss coming to a Class 4 Savannah by 1 point. So Portageville's that Class 1 powerhouse for sure.
Another flag down, going to be procedure, I believe. Williamson runs down, tries to run past a man, does, stays in bounds, and runs out about the 3, but it's going to come back. Illegal shift on New Madrid County. So it'll come back and be 1st and 15.
Yeah, so it looks like he just sent a man in motion too early. Maybe with a receiver out there moving a little early.
So 1st and 15.
And Eagles shift against the Eagles.
Nolan Mungle, a freshman quarterback, is in the ball game now for the New Madrid County Eagles. I don't know if he's going to take the snaps. Looks like he might.
Yeah, so Nolan came in with 5 completions on 8 attempts for 54 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions.
So he's played. It's not like he hadn't seen the field already.
He's played a couple games this season.
Rosano with the football. He gets it down to about the 25. Pickup of about 3 to 4 on the play. Clock continues to run. Probably a wise choice too to get Williamson out of the football game to make sure no injury, he's too valuable to lose.
Yeah, you've already lost your star running back in Caden Minner.
Right.
Obviously, one of your best defensive backs is going to be out for next week, so you've got to start conserving some of your other guys.
Mungle gives it off to Williams. He cuts it back up the middle. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5 and tackled at it right at the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Great run up the middle by Williams. Ty Williams.
Not a lot of different linemen in there. I think those are still the first-team offensive linemen probably. So 1st and goal here.
Yeah, it looks like the same first-team lineman.
At the end of the game, please. Do not enter the field area. All student athletes will leave the field and go to the field house. No one will be permitted onto the field for player safety.
4:25 and counting here as the clock ticks. The play clock kicks down to 10 seconds. Mungle takes the snap, gives it off to Williams. He cuts it outside, cuts it back in, and he is in for a touchdown. Ty Williams for 6. And for the 5th time, I think, this season, New Madrid County has gone over 50 points in a ball game.
Yes, that would be correct. And Ty Williams adding to his already coming in with 217 yards rushing with 3 touchdowns and averaging about 7.5 yards per carry. So actually, obviously he's going to add to that tonight.
Absolutely. So he's got had a very nice night. It's the second TD, as you said, of the night. Tamias to kick. Kick is down. Snap is bad. Kick is up, and it just crawls over. Hits the crossbar and crawls over, and it is good. So we have a 53 to 22 ball game here with 4:11 to go in the football game. We'll take a quick 30-second break and be back on the Aycorp Sports Network.
So at the 4:11 mark of the fourth.
Back at New Madrid County High School, 53 for New Madrid County, 22 for the Bulldogs from Sikeston, 4:11 to go in the ball game. The 5th time this season New Madrid County has gone over 50 points in a game.
Yeah, and then last week they went 47, so last week they were knocking on 50's door.
Return by Aaron Williams. He'll take it back out to about the 28, 29-yard line, and Sykes will start there 1st and 10.
It's like Coach Fullhart is putting in some younger guys.
Yeah, we're seeing some pretty clean white pants out there right now.
Right.
You can always tell. So, but surprisingly, Jadis Jones still out there at the cornerback spot.
That's right. And you know, we talked about the seniors that he had and the sizes of some of the seniors that New Madrid County Central has, and then he subs all those big guys out, and then these guys come out, and you're like, well, are these guys going to get bigger, or is this what we're going to have?
Or is this it? Yeah, exactly right. That's Trez Clark with the carry. He's going to get up to right at the first down marker, a pickup of about between 9 and 10 on the play. We'll see if we give him a first down or not after it. Clark's had a nice night running the football for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's definitely been their workhorse in the backfield, which along with Holcomb, I mean, Holcomb's done a really good job carrying the football, getting around to the ends.
Sykeston's got this entire backfield, except for Caden Craig, who's back there some too. The entire backfield back next year, they're all just either juniors or freshmen, and Jordan, the big receiver, is back too. So they've got something to build on.
They do, and I've seen them improve from the first half to the second half. I mean, it's made drastic improvements.
Craig with the football picks up the first down, and we saw him the game 2 of the season, I guess, against Dexter, and they are much better offensively than they were early in the season. I mean, just incredibly much better. So kudos to Coach Pulley and his staff and the kids for improving.
Yeah, Sikeston when I was in school, they were definitely a powerhouse school.
Holcomb gets outside, trying to turn it up. He doesn't quite. Isn't able to, picks up about 2 yards on the play. Tackle's going to be made by B.J. Waters, and also I believe Jaquan Jones was in there as well, possibly on the tackle. So it'll be 2nd down and about 8.
In on the top, B.J. Waters.
Gadberry still quarterbacking for the Bulldogs. 2:26 to go. New Madrid County will go to 8-0 on the season with a chance to run the table next week against Portageville, which will be a tough one. Trez Clark up, no gain.
Yeah, Portageville is going to be New Madrid's challenge for the season,
yeah,
for the regular season. Now, of course, you start looking at their district, any of them can be a challenge, but Valley Catholic is going to be the sheet of metal that they're going to have to cut through for that district.
And if it doesn't change, they'll have to go up there to play as well,
and
which makes
Valley
it no
is
easier.
a hard place to play.
You're not kidding. You're not kidding.
They're a tough team to play regardless where you play them, but when you go to their house and play, there's something about seeing all those state championship banners in the end zone makes you fearless.
Double reverse off to Clark, and he picks up about 4 there. We'll make up 4th down and about 3 for the Bulldogs. Yeah, it's a tough place, and it always amazes me that Valley and St. John can both be as good as they are from that little area.
That's right.
You know, I mean, those people up there, they just have to live and breathe football because you got 2 really good programs there.
One of the, I've officiated a lot of football games, but one of the games that I had the privilege of officiating a couple years ago was Valley and St. John at St. John, and you talking about a ball game. The St. John's coach then was new, but he had just come off the staff with Judd Nager.
Okay,
so
Valley.
He had the whatever Judd would throw at him, he would have an answer to.
Right.
They just fed off each other. They were exactly the same, and now, as you can obviously see with the scores of St. John, he's made some improvements to that program, and he may, which he learned from one of the best coaches in the state of Missouri, if not the best coach ever in the state of Missouri when it comes to high school football.
Right. Yeah, that is a great rivalry up there. I mean, we talk about them down here, with different ones with Sikeston, Charleston, and New Madrid, Porterville, but it doesn't get much better in Valley and St. John.
That is. Their schools are virtually next to each other.
Right.
The football fields are different. St. John has the turf football field behind the school.
Right.
Valley Catholic's across town in the middle of a cemetery. But the rival, and they're all the same town. All the kids hang out together.
Right. They all know each other. Right. Absolutely.
And it's not a rival where they want to hurt each other. It's just a friendly, fun rival that, after the game, they're all going out town and hanging out and riding around and just talking about it.
4th down. Sikeston with it. Gadberry back to pass. He gets it off. It's complete for the 1st down and out of bounds there to Caden Craig, and it'll be a 1st down for the Bulldogs. Some other scores, finals for tonight. Poplar Bluff beats Kennett 42-7. Porterville 56-12 over Kelly. Park Hill Central 44-10 over Dexter. Jackson 48-20 over Holt. Crothersville 53-20 over East Prairie. Perryville 50-0 over Herculaneum. St. John 49-7 over Jefferson. And this will be 42.4 seconds. That's one of the last plays of the game probably. Trez Clark up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 8. And we've got 35 seconds and counting, so we'll see if Sikeston can get one more playoff here.
Yeah, New Madrid's going to jump out to 8-0. Sikeston's going to go to 0-8. Dexter, I believe, is going to fall 6-2.
They'd be 6-2. That's right. Deep pass to Bo Riddle, and it's going to be incomplete.
And we got a flag on the field. It's like maybe a pass interference.
Yeah, I would guess that's right. Portageville goes to 7-1, I believe, with that win tonight. Crothersville goes to 5-3, and they've had a nice season, nice turnaround.
They had Coach Dom has done a great job with that program, and he's turned it around pretty fast.
Yeah, he really has. He very much has.
Coach Jameson's second year at Dexter.
Second year, yep.
Probably got one of the better records of Dexter football in a couple of years.
Yeah, I was looking back at that. I think we've had 1 year in the last. Of course, I'm from there. 1 year in the last 10 or 12 that we've had 6 wins. So I mean, assume if they can get one more and possibly one in the district, they might end up with an 8-win season, which would be a fine season for them. And they've got they're going to lose some. They've got a lot of kids coming back,
That's
a lot of talent coming back. So they're going to be good again next year probably.
Well, and Chad, probably the winningest coach in East Prairie varsity football history. He spent 11 seasons there, and the losing seasons that he had at first, he didn't have but a couple, and then he was able to turn the program around, and he was going to far in districts every year.
Right.
So Dexter really got a good deal when they hired him.
You're exactly right. They did. Gadberry to pass. Pressure. He puts it up deep in the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Bo Riddle with the fantastic catch for the touchdown for the Bulldogs with 9.6 seconds to go.
And Bo Riddle made that catch at the back of the end zone. So he had good field awareness on that. But he also, I don't know if you noticed that, Jim, they
He probably got interfered with a little bit, honestly.
Yeah, they were interfering with him quite a bit on that one.
Yeah.
And the official just kind of which I don't know if I would have called it this early or this late in the game either, when the touchdown's really not going to matter.
But it was a great catch by Riddle the senior, and makes it 53-28, and with a attempt to come here on the kick.
A taste of the kick.
Snap to Craig, down. Batista's kick is up, and it is going to be good. So 53-29, 9.6 seconds. We'll have a kickoff and maybe one kneel down, and that'll be about it here. I tell you what, we'll take a 30-second break, and then we'll just wrap it up when we come back after that. You're watching high school football on the Aycorp Sports Network.
Julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 woo!
If Moreland's not on the back of your vehicle, you paid too much.
Back. It's 53 for New Madrid, 29 for Sikeston with 9.6 seconds left in the ball game. And we would assume you would see possibly an onside kick here. Not that it probably matters a lot one way or the other, but we'll see what shakes out here. Batista will kick off for the Bulldogs, and they've really played well here in the second half. They've put up 29 points, the most they've scored this season. Batista will kick it deep. That kick will go out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty flag. And the New Madrid County will take it off. And the kind of night we've had, it's only fitting that we end up on a kickoff with a penalty, doesn't it?
With the penalty.
We have seen a lot of penalties, a lot of laundry on the ground tonight for both teams.
None really until the fourth quarter.
Other than the personal fouls,
fouls
in the first half.
Right there, midway through the fourth quarter, I didn't think we was ever going to get through it. It was holding, and it was face mask, and it was blocking the backs, and everything that they didn't get called in the first part of the game, they were making up for.
Right. So New Madrid County will have it 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line, and they will. One would assume they would just kneel down here probably, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Maybe in the victory, I think maybe Nolan's coming in victory formation. He's in shotgun, but
but you can certainly kneel down from there, no question. Right. So, and you would hope so. With this kind of lead and 24-point lead, and the game's over effectively. You hope they just take a knee and call it good, and he will, and that's going to be the football game. So it's going to be a final score of New Madrid County 53 and Sikeston 29, and Corey. So, thoughts on what we saw tonight, what needs to be fixed, and what needs to improve for each team.
The number one thing that I'm fixing, if I'm Coach Fullhart and Coach Pulley, is I'm fixing my personal fouls. I'm fixing my unsportsmanlike conduct. It's too late in the season for us to still be doing that, having those unnecessary penalties, and it's going to end up costing you in the districts. It's going to end up. It's already costed one player to play probably the most important game for New Madrid County, which is next week against Portsville. He's not going to be able to play now because of that.
Right.
I'm going to do the same thing if I'm Coach Pulley over at Sikeston. I'm cleaning that up. I'm going to clean it up. Whether it means extra wind sprints during practice, we've got to clean that up. As far as other things improvement, I think Sikeston did a drastic improvement from the first half to the second half, not only on offense but on defense. They came in, they got actually some shutouts for New Madrid, forced them to punt a couple times, got them to turn over the football a couple times, came back in on offense, scored several touchdowns, and actually ended up being their highest scoring ball game of the season. New Madrid didn't really change a whole lot. They kind of did out second half, did the same thing they did the first half. Just had a lot more penalties in the fourth quarter as far as holding and the blocking the backs, and so I don't know where that came from so late in the game, but that's probably something I would address and try to clean up. But for the most part, I think Sikeston made drastic improvements. I think New Madrid remained the same, but New Madrid's just so dominant. If they jump out ahead of you and a 30-point lead, 40-point lead at halftime, it's not good for either team.
Right, exactly right. So we'll be back on the air again next week. we'll have Monday and Tuesday. We'll have volleyball Monday night from Clarkton for the Clarkton Reindeer against the Campbell Camels. And Tuesday we'll be at Malden with the Green Wave hosting the Holcomb Hornets. And then Thursday night, right here in New Madrid County again, Bobby Alford will be here to bring you the play-by-play of the New Madrid County Eagles and the Portageville Bulldogs. And as we talked about, that's going to be a good one.
That's the game of probably the decade for the Boot Hill.
Yep.
Both teams, I would say, equally talented. They're just about equal in every aspect of the game, far as speed, far as agility, far as talent. Mason Adams, probably one of the top quarterbacks in the Boot Hill. Obviously, B.J. Williams is the top quarterback.
Right.
I would even go as far as saying B.J. is probably one of the top quarterbacks in the state. Like I said, he came in with almost 1,000 yards rushing. He has surpassed that this game. He came in with over 1,000 yards passing. He's added to that this game. B.J. went from, I think, a wide receiver at the start of the season to a quarterback that's possibly going to be your car candidate.
Right, exactly right. Yep, that's exactly right. So, nice win for New Madrid County. Once again, we want to thank our sponsor, Autry Moreland Automotive Group, tonight. Thank all the guys on the crew here with Aycorp for all their good work, our cameramen and our producers and directors and everything. Enjoyed getting to work with you, Corey. Hopefully we get to do that again sometime soon.
It was fun, Jim, and I think Luke and Barry's got us on a couple basketball games.
Good,
so
good deal. So we'll get to see each other again. And folks, don't forget, basketball is, after we get through some volleyball district and football districts, basketball is right around the corner right after Thanksgiving. So
kick off with the Riverbend Classic.
That's right. That's right. Something to look forward to. So, for my partner, Corey Sisk, this is Jim Riker saying good night and God bless from New Madrid County High School.